this week, Colts management encouraged their season ticket holders, do not sell your tickets to Pittsburgh Steelers fans. There is no group of fans who follows their football team more religiously than the Steelers fans.
They do a great job. I saw them one time, 25,000 strong at Dallas last year. Time for the opening kickoff. It's brought to you by Wayne Dalton Garage Doors and Openers. Our one first after another. Colts in their blue home uniforms with the white pants and white helmets with the long-time logo, that horseshoe on the side of the helmet. And the Steelers in their road white, black with black numbers and gold names on the back. Gold pants, black helmets, and a big black stripe down the gold pants. It'll be Jose Cortez, who's traveled around in this National Football League. Ricardo Coakley and Ike Taylor are deep to receive for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Officiating crew today, Pete Morelli is the referee. Umpires Garth DeFelice, the head linesman George Hayward, the line judges Jerome Bogger, field judges Jim Saraceno, the side judges Steph Lambert, and the back judge is Don Durkowski. Cortez has it paced off. We come to high atop the RCA Dome at about the 20-yard line. Colts break formation, and here comes Cortez. We're underway with the right foot. Flash bulbs are popping. High end over end kicking. Coming near side to Ike Taylor. Running left at the 5. Fakes the reverse. Keeps it and taken down hard at the 15-yard line. Nicely done by the Indianapolis Colts. Darrell Reed, 16 yards on the return. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger with a 2-1 playoff record opens at quarterback. Willie Parker and Dan Prater in the backfield. The wideouts, Antoine Randall and Hines Ward. Up front, Marvell Smith, Max Starks at the tackles. The Pro Bowler, Alan Faneca and Kendall Simmons at the guards with Jeff Hardings at center. The tight end is Heath Miller. First and 10 for Pittsburgh. At the 16-yard line, coming left to right. Base personnel for the Colts will run down their lineup in a second. Roethlisberger under center, I formation. Makes a long count. Roethlisberger drops the throw. Looks right. He throws and he gets hammered and the ball's dropped to the near side by Antoine Randall. Dwight Grinny put a lick on Ben Roethlisberger. For the Colts up front, Dwight Grinny, Monte Rager, Corey Simon, and Raheem Brock. The linebackers, Cato June and David Thornton with Gary Brackett in the middle. Nick Harper starting in the secondary at one corner with Jason David at the other corner. Bob Sanders and Mike Doss at the safeties. Second down and 10 coming up from the 16.
Day first snap. Brady beat Marvell Smith, the left tackle, on a 3-step drop. Bad news, Pittsburgh.
Sure enough, two tight end set for the Steelers. Second and 10 at the 16. Roethlisberger turns left. Play fake. Throwing sideline. Got Miller open. Makes the catch at the 44, sideline 45. Across the 50 to the 48-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Threw it over Sander, taking advantage of that very aggressive style of the safety that John Dockery talked about. Excellent job. Faked right at Sander. He comes up. Miller goes right by him for a 37-yard gain.
Heath Miller won the Joe Green Great Performance Award as the top rookie for the Steelers. Mike Doss with the tackle. First and 10, Pittsburgh. Indianapolis, 48-yard line just underway. Roethlisberger under center with two receivers right, one left. The setback is Willie Parker. They motion Ward to the left towards the formation. Roethlisberger turns right up the middle with Parker off the left guard for maybe a yard. Brought down by Corey Simon, the former Eagle.
Now that completion, early stages of the game, you want to send messages. That completion by Ben Roethlisberger to Miller behind Sander is a big key, because now that will loosen up Sander a little bit. Should make the running game work a little better for Pittsburgh.
Antoine Randall left. Hines Ward right. Cluster of receivers near side right. Second down and 8. Pittsburgh at the Indianapolis 46. Roethlisberger under center. Drops the throw. Scrambles, coming to his near side right. Throws across his body, across to Miller. 35. Fights his way to the 30. Inside the 30 to the 27. First down, Pittsburgh. Brought down by Gary Brackett.
Excellent job, Roethlisberger. Identification of the defense. He's flushed by Raheem Brock. Rolls, looks back over the middle, hits the tight end for another big completion. 19 yards on that one.
37 and 19 to Heath Miller, the rookie out of Virginia. Steelers on the move. First and 10 at the Colt 28. Good opening statement by Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger has the I formation behind him. Two receivers left. Stretch play running left side with Parker. And he's taken down for tackle for a loss back at the 30-yard line by David Thornton, the linebacker in his 4th year out of North Carolina.
Yeah, Dave, the Steelers have won 5 straight now. The last 4 regular season games, beat Cincinnati last week. In that stretch, they have averaged 178 yards rushing per game. Well, Colts read that. They crowd the line of scrimmage, and the Steelers have done an excellent job of just finding right over the safety those open receivers to keep this drive alive.
Sergeant, Colts bring in the nickel package. They on this 2nd down and 11 at the 29. 2 receivers right, 1 left for Roethlisberger. Drops to throw. Throws left, caught, and a quick tackle made on the far side. That was Jason David on the tackle against Hines Ward, who's going to yet another Pro Bowl, 2-time MVP, in fact 3-time MVP. Shared the award this year with the nose tackle, Casey Hampton. Gain of about 4.
That's MVP of the team.
Yes, of the team. Very good.
Isn't that telling?
Does everything you need to know.
Yep.
3rd down and 6. Pittsburgh at the Indianapolis 24. They go left to right here in the 1st. Roethlisberger has got 3 receivers near side right, 2 left. Ben standing at the 30 on the far left hash mark. Hardings is the center, snaps it to him. Roethlisberger looks right, throws over the middle, caught, 1st down. Pittsburgh inside the 15. He got it to Antoine Randall L. Got it down to the 13-yard line, 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Colts on that Tampa 2, that 2-deep zone. And with a cluster of receivers, Antoine Randall L was between the inside and the outside guy, kind of in the slot, goes right straight up the field. Linebacker doesn't drop far enough. He's wide open for the completion. Impressive opening drive.
Roethlisberger, the 3rd-rated quarterback in the league behind Manning and Palmer. 1st and 10, 13-yard line, 4 for 5, 70 yards. Roethlisberger so far. Offset eye to the right, drops the throw. Screen right side. Parker, 15, taken down quickly by David Thornton as he got just outside the numbers, picked up maybe 2 yards. Let's check Pittsburgh stats inside the red zone, brought to you by Heinz, makers of thick and rich Heinz ketchup, America's favorite. 56 chances, 34 touchdowns, 21 field goals. That's 61% efficiency, 4th in the AFC in the regular season.
And Dave, they got to finish this drive. Started so well. They've got to finish this drive. If you're a Steelers fan, you're looking end zone, not 3 points.
2nd down and about 9. Jerome Bettis is in the game. They motion Kreider, and they give it to the bus. Looking for room. Running right side across the 10. Fires down to the 6-yard line. Jerome Bettis. Tripped up by Bob Sanders, but the first touch by the bus, a good one. The 16-year veteran, make that the 13-year veteran from Notre Dame.
Lead draw, excellent blocking by a very good offensive line. They handled the pressure. The defensive end, Brock 79, rushed too far outside, and the bus goes right through that open lane.
3rd down and 3 at the Indianapolis 6-yard line. 3 receivers, far side left, 2 right. Roethlisberger in a shotgun. Steelers on the opening drive have taken it right downfield. Roethlisberger takes a snap, hangs, throws over the middle, caught, end zone, touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's Antoine Randall L. And the Steelers take a 6-0 lead.
Very quick set up by Roethlisberger. Again, taking advantage of the zone right inside the safety. A beautiful drive that started at their own 19-yard line. And on the road.
Well, that is a crowd silencer.
Yes, it is.
Fans you hear are a pretty good gathering of Steeler fans. As we look at Jeff Reed out of the hold from Chris Gardocki with Greg Warren snapping. Jeff Reed on the season, a perfect 45 for 45. Here's the count, snap, put down. Kick is up, and it is good. A 10-play, 84-yard drive in 5:35 by the Pittsburgh Steelers. A reminder that for every touchdown scored this afternoon and all season long on Westwood One, RE/MAX will make a donation to the Children's Miracle Network. RE/MAX, nobody sells more real estate than RE/MAX. Steelers 7-0 over the Colts in the 1st. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League. Later on, we're going to tell you about the Wrangler 5-star performance of the game, brought to you by Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. Built strong, built comfortable, built right. Wrangler, real, comfortable jeans. What a start by the Pittsburgh Steelers. 10 plays, Roethlisberger throws 7 passes, completes 6, 76 yards. They convert 3 first downs, had 6 straight completions at one time. Trump, that was beautiful.
Yeah, 76 yards, passing, 86-yard drive. Nice opening.
Here's Reed with the kick. High end over end kick coming near side to the left. Rhodes at the 1, 5-10. Coming left side outside the numbers 15 at the 20 and taken down there. And that's where Peyton Manning and company will put it in play. Clint Crywalt stops him after a gain of 19. There's a break in the action brought to you by AIG. For 85 years, we've helped secure families' futures. AIG, insurance, loans, retirements. Steelers 7-0 over the Colts here in the first. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Later on, we're going to tell you about the outstanding play of the game, brought to you by RE/MAX. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. Glad you could join us, everybody. Pittsburgh and Indianapolis. The winner today takes on Denver in the AFC title game next week. Dave Sims, Bob Trumpy, and John Dockery on hand here at the RCA Dome. Stunned Colts fans right now as the Colts put it in play. 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll go with a 2 tight end set and run down the lineup in a second. Manning has him at the 20, left hash. Manning under center, sends Wayne in motion going far side right. They stretch play, give it to James running right side. Turns the corner for about 2. Knocked out of bounds by Ike Taylor. Peyton Manning, the 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time MVP at quarterback with Edgerrin James at the running back. Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison at wideouts. 2 tight ends start today, Dallas Clark and Brian Fletcher. No huddle here by the Colts, which is not unexpected. 2nd down and 8 from the 22 from the right hash. Colts go right to left here in the first, trailing 7-0. Wayne, like that, Harrison comes in motion. Deep drop. Manning drops, throws left side, double coverage. Harrison incomplete. Threw it over his head, and they had Porter and foot covering for Pittsburgh.
Dave, Edgerrin James goes out of the backfield, uncovered, far sideline. Peyton Manning did not see him. Tom Moore will put that in his memory bank, come back to it.
No question about it. Front line, the forward wall for the Colts. Ryan Deem and Tarek Glenn at the tackles. Ryan Lilja and Jake Scott the guards, and Jeff Saturdays at center. 3rd down here for Indianapolis. 6 DBs in now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, up by the count of 7-0. Here's Manning dropping into a shotgun. Polamalu comes up to the line of scrimmage. Long count. Wayne motions. Pittsburgh rushes 4. Manning hangs, steps, fires over the middle. Knocked away. Knocked away by Chris Hope. Tried to get it in to Marvin Harrison. A 3 and out. Nicely done by Pittsburgh.
Excellent job by Hope, too. Waited on the deep crossing pattern. Good protection for Peyton Manning. Excellent job by the defense. Total zone. Now, this is a shocking beginning for this game. We expected Indianapolis to come out on top.
Here's Hunter Smith, 5th in the NFL in average punting. 13 net. Takes a quick snap. Right-footed kicker. Bangs one downfield. Antoine Randall, left side. 30-yard line, makes a catch. Comes straight ahead. 35-40. Tries to get airborne and pays for it at about the 43-yard line. Gilbert Gardner brought him down. That's a punt of 49 yards, a return of 14 yards. 7-0 Pittsburgh over Indianapolis in the first quarter. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Steelers with a 7-0 lead over the Colts. Roethlisberger took them 10 plays, 84 yards, and 5:35 in the opening drive. And now the Steelers get it back. 1st and 10 at their own 45. They'll be operating off the near right hash, going left to right across your radio dial. Antoine Randall goes far side right with Hines Ward coming near side. Look at Randall going to far side left. Offset eye behind Roethlisberger. They motion Tuman, the tight end, left side. Roethlisberger under center, back to throw. Throws it. There's Tuman making a catch at the 40, 1st down. Inside the 40 to about the 35-yard line. That's the same play, Trump, that they ran to Heath Miller for 37. That picked up 19.
And again, taking advantage of the aggressiveness of both Doss and Sanders, the 2 safeties. When they have the tight end in motion, the safeties are rotating up to the line of scrimmage, and the tight ends are getting right behind them. And Big Ben is making the completion.
1st and 10, Steelers and Roethlisberger at the Indianapolis 36. I formation. They send Ward in motion left. Now holds true. Stretch play running left side Parker. And taken now. Tackle for a loss by Cato June. Nicely done Loss of about 2, and once again, let's go down to the sidelines in John Dockery.
You know, Dave, there's still some noise here. The fans are trying to keep it going even though they're behind. Remember the first game, Pittsburgh lost, and there was noise gate where people talked about extra noise being piped in, and pipes actually behind the benches. They're not here now. Bettis said the noise killed them, and they couldn't do anything. Today, there are T-shirts, artificially piped-in fans, so they're making a little fun of it, but I don't see any extra things down here speaking.
Second down and 11, Doc, at the 37 of the Colts. Roethlisberger under center. Drops the throw. Pumps, looks left. Got hit. Ball's up in the air. Intercepted. Intercepted by the Colts at the 35-yard line. Roethlisberger was under duress and got taken down. Gary Brackett makes the INT.
Sweeney with the pressure. He beats Marvell Smith again. Knocked him sideways. He threw it right to the linebacker for the turnover.
Cato June will give him. He caught it. Cato June with the pick. There's a break in the action. Brought to you by AIG. For 85 years, we've helped secure families' futures. AIG Insurance Loans Retirement. 7-0 Steelers over the Colts in the first. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Next Sunday, don't miss all the NFL excitement on CBS. It's the AFC Championship game, and check your local listings for more details. Catch the NFL playoffs on CBS. Sign here at the RCA Dome. Colts fans, offense at work, please be quiet. Are you kidding me?
They listen, too.
Total yards, Pittsburgh 102-2. First and 10 Colts. Their own 35. Play fake Manning, steps up, under pressure, throws left side, and incomplete. On a deep out to Reggie Wayne. He was the intended receiver near side left. Aaron Smith putting some really good pressure on Peyton Manning.
Dave, Pittsburgh to this point defensively, they are changing their defense very, very late. And it's posing some problems for Peyton Manning, although they will make the adjustment as they do to about anything a defense presents them.
Second and 10 at the 35. Manning going to his routine. He's got 2 receivers near side left. The slot man in the left side is Dallas Clark, the tight end. Stretch play right side. Adrian James behind the right tackle. Cut it left. Across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. Casey Hampton and Kimo von Oelhoffen making the stop for Pittsburgh. Von Oelhoffen, Hampton, and Smith up front. The linebackers, Joey Porter, Larry Foote, James Farrier, and Clark Higgins. Ike Taylor and Deshae Townsend at the corners with Chris Hope and Troy Polamalu at the safeties. They bring in the 6th DB right now on a third down at 7. Colts at their own 38, trailing 7-0 with 6:35 to go in the first. Manning in a shotgun. Polamalu sneaks up close along the line of scrimmage. Long count Manning. He motions Stokely to the right. Manning takes his snap. Jumps, bobbles, throws deep downfield. Incomplete. Harrison had cut it off to a post. Manning thought he was running a streak.
Yeah, threw it away. Did not want to take a chance. Again, Pittsburgh is winning the initial stages of this game. Defensively, they are changing their defense very, very late, but the thing that sets apart the Indianapolis offense is that you do something defensively, then Indianapolis adjusts. So the chess game begins on both sides of the field.
Hunter Smith's last punt for 49 yards. Gets into this one. Another high hanger. Backs up Antoine Randall at his 9-yard line, far side. Reverses, goes back left, got room. 15, 20, tripped up, but it's a good thing. Penalty flag down. He could have been gone. Penalty flag on the near side at about the 12-yard line. 53 yards on the punt by Hunter Smith. The return of 15 yards. And Keith O'Neill, his trip up saved further damage.
And it was just a trip up.
Boy, Smith got it up in the air, hung it up there for 4.8 seconds. Great looking punt.
Now, referee's talking to Bill Cowher. That means it's against the Indianapolis Colts.
Number 26, as a kicking team, was out of bounds on his own. 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down, Pittsburgh.
That's the voice of Pete Morelli. Kelvin Hayden was number 26 for the Colts. We'll take a break with 6:05 to go in the first. Steelers 7-0 over the Colts. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Later on in the game, we're going to tell you about today's Rolaids moment. Brought to you by Extra Strength Rolaids Soft Chews. They're chewy, not chalky, with the taste and texture and acid users prefer. Ben Roethlisberger, 7 of 9, 95 yards and a touchdown in the 7-0 lead for the Steelers. And the Pittsburgh's had the ball for 6:59 to 1:56 for Indianapolis.
So far, if you sat Bill Cowher down and asked him on Wednesday how he'd like to start, this is it. Everything. This is it except for the one interception.
Heath Miller, 3 catches, 73 yards. 1st and 10, Steelers at their own 28, left to right here in the first. Miller in motion, toss play coming near side right. Parker, 30, got room, spun out, and across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Good block by Miller and Max Starks. Mike Doss making the tackle for Indianapolis. Nice gain there, picked up about 9.
You know, Pittsburgh has always been a great sweep team. They always featured that fullback as a lead blocker. Always going with great big tight ends, more like guards than tight ends.
Yeah, right.
And they can lead anybody around the corner.
7-0 Steelers in the first. 2nd down and 1 at the 37. Roethlisberger under center, I formation behind him. Dan Kreider gets a little taste and takes it up the middle for a couple of yards, picks up the 1st down. They're going to mark him down at the 39-yard line. Got tripped up by Larry Triplett.
You know,
Dan Kreider with just his 4th carry of the season, Trump.
Yeah, excuse me, Dave. The other thing is, if you can own 1st down as an offense, there they had 2nd and 1. You are really opening up a serious gash on the defense. They got to think about what's coming next, and so far Pittsburgh's done a good job of that.
So Kreider's first touch of the postseason. 1st and 10. Steelers at their own 39. Colt fans trying to make some noise. Handoff coming near side right. Oh, there was Willie Parker. Got a face full of Raheem Brock and David Thornton. Knocked them back, maybe a gain of a yard at best.
Yeah, that play didn't work a lick. So now you got the 2nd and long. It gives the defense a little more latitude here. Turns the pass rushers loose. So far, Dwight Freeney has beaten Marvell Smith outside once and with the spin move once.
Last big throwing situation, Roethlisberger got intercepted by Cato June, the top interceptor for the Colts. He had 5 during the regular season. 2nd and 10 at the 39. Roethlisberger under center, drops the throw, steps up, ball got hit, ball got tipped, it falls incomplete at about the 47-yard line. A good rush by Robert Mathis, the leading sacker, tied for 7th in the NFL with 11.5 sacks on the season.
Yeah, Dave, far side, the tight end helped on Freeney, chipped him. That leaves Mathis alone near side. He beats Max Starks, and again, disrupts the pass attempt by Big Ben.
Mathis out of Alabama A&M. 5th round pick in 03, big 3rd down here. 3rd and 10, and here come the Colt fans from the 39-yard line. Cedric Wilson and Veron Hayes are in the game right now. Roethlisberger in a shotgun with 3 receivers left and 1 right. Shotgun, here comes the blitz. Roethlisberger takes, throws down the field. Hines Ward catches, stays on his feet, 30, near side, 25. He's at the 20. Penalty flags. There'll be a face mask penalty coming up, but a 1st down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Roethlisberger to Hines Ward. Nick Harper had a tackle made, couldn't do it. 46 yards on the catch and run, and Nick Harper's injured back upfield at the 38-yard line.
A great throw by Roethlisberger between the 2 safeties. Absolutely perfect. Now, there's going to be a flag here. Is it going to be on the defense or is it going to be on the offense? They were both grabbing.
That's right.
Personal foul, face mask, number 21 of defense. Half the distance of the ball, automatic 1st down.
So they get Bob Sanders for the personal foul. Upfield is Nick Harper, and as we detailed earlier, got stabbed by his wife in his right knee. He's being attended to right now. We'll take a break with 3:56 to go in the first. Steelers 7-0 over the Colts. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Looking for great jeans at a great value? Well, Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans are built strong, built comfortable, built right. Go to Wrangler.com to find out more. Wrangler real comfortable jeans. How about Hines Ward, the all-time receptions leader for the Pittsburgh Steelers, 4-time Pro Bowler. Big catch and run, sets up Pittsburgh, plus the personal foul by Bob Sanders. 1st and goal for the Steelers at the 8. Jerome Bettis gets the call up the middle for about 2. Steelers are in the Hines red zone. Gary Brackett making a tackle. The bust, the 5th all-time leading rusher in NFL history.
And, of course, raised outside of Detroit. He would love to finish his career in Detroit in the Super Bowl. Got to win this game. I certainly didn't think Pittsburgh would be knocking on the door for their second touchdown. With no running game to this point, all passing.
Roethlisberger, 8 of 11, $140, a touch and a pick. Second down and goal. 2 tight ends with the deep back Bettis behind Kreider. Roethlisberger turns, play fake. Runs to his right, end zone wide open, caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers, Heath Miller. It's 13-0 Steelers at the 3:12 mark in the first period. He beat Mike Dawson, beat him badly. What a throw by Roethlisberger.
And a great adjustment by Heath Miller. It looks to me like he's going to run the out. He sees the safety sitting on his outside shoulder, cuts it back in. Enough pass protection for Roethlisberger to find him. Easy completion for the score.
Well done. Stunned crowd. The noise coming from the Steeler fans in attendance here at the RCA Dome. Jeff Reed for the point after. Roethlisberger is carving up the Colt defense. What a performance by Roethlisberger, the third-rated quarterback in the league behind Manning and Palmer. Point after by Reed is up and good with that touchdown. With that touchdown, Remax makes another donation to the Children's Miracle Network. And we've got a little fracas going on right now at the 5-yard line. And what did you see, Trump?
Pushing, shoving, punches thrown, smack.
And nobody got tossed. All right, we're okay.
That's good.
Yes, it is. With the touchdown, Remax makes another donation to the Children's Miracle Network. Remax, nobody sells more real estate than Remax. Steelers, 14-0 over the Colts, 3:12 to go in the first. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood Lawn. Looking at the OnStar drive summary, 7 plays, 72 yards, and 253 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That drive summary brought to you by OnStar. Protect your family when driving. Make sure your vehicle is equipped with the peace of mind of OnStar by GM. Visit OnStar.com for more info. 7 plays, 72 yards, and 253. How about these Pittsburgh Steelers? They're stunned here in Indianapolis.
Yeah, here's what stuns me. Pittsburgh, 147 yards passing, 19 yards rushing. They lead 14-0 and have already committed a turnover. Goodness.
Remarkable. Let's see if Pittsburgh's defense can keep the blanket on this Indianapolis Colt offense. Here's Reed on the approach with the right foot, gets into it, kicks it well into the end zone. Dominic Rhodes will catch, coming near side left, take a knee for the touchback. Nicely done by Jeff Reed. He had 76 kickoffs in the regular season, 14 went to the end zone, 6 for touchbacks.
Now there's 3:12 to go in the first quarter. Colts don't have a first down. Now
that's unreal.
Yeah, that is rust. That is, things will work a lot better if you just had accelerators on these players.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Manning is 0 for 4. The Colts don't have a first down.
They've had 2 3-and-outs. Pittsburgh 166 yards to Indy's 5. First and 10 Colts. Their own 20-yard line. They go right to left here in the first down. 2 scores, 14-0. 3:12 to go in the first. Manning, deep drop. He's going to be sacked back at the 11-yard line. It was a jailbreak in there. Kimo von Oelhoffen was the first one to get him.
This is ugly. You know, this is what you have to wonder about with the Colts. It's been a long time since they played a meaningful game. They had last week off. They've gone through a bucket load of emotions over the last 4 or 5 weeks. I'm not sure anybody knows how they were going to play today.
They got Stokely and Wayne to the near side left. Harrison outside the numbers at the 10 on the right side. Manning in a shotgun. Pittsburgh with 3 down linemen. They show corner blitz from the right side. They rush 3. Manning takes his snap. Surveys, looks, throws, left side, and a catch. 30. And running out of bounds at the 35 is Marvin Harrison on a crossing pattern. Heck of a grab with the right hand. Reached down to get it. First down for the Colts. The first big play for 24 yards.
You would think first down would be key. They go to Marvin Harrison. A ball thrown a little bit low. He makes that one-arm catch. Keeps going. And the Colts needed something to ignite them.
Down 14-0. First and 10 at the 35. Stretch play right side. Edgerrin James can't turn the corner. Larry Foote ran him down. Nicely done as we go downstairs to the sidelines and John Dockery.
You know, when you look at this game, you get the whole feeling of momentum, and Ben Roethlisberger is razor sharp, and he's getting rid of the ball so fast that Freeney and company can't get to him, and that's just a feeling here, and the rust is on Peyton Manning. He's got to make something happen because his defense will tire and will wear down.
Pittsburgh just brought in Chris Hoke, extra defensive lineman, 2nd down and 10, 35-yard line for Manning in a shotgun. Long count. Manning motioning, and then Von Ohoffen moves, saying he was drawn offside by Tariq Glenn.
He was. Glenn came out of his stance.
False start, number 78, offense. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
So now the Steelers are going to go to their dime package after this penalty by the Colts. And that's backed up Indianapolis, and boy, the rust is all over Bryant McFadden and Tyrone Carter come into this dime package. You know what people are booing for? He did move. 2nd and 15 at the 31. Colts at their own 31, right to left here in the first. Down 14-0 with $1:27 to go. They're still reacting to the replays on the board. Manning in a shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Steelers show blitz, bring it. Manning in trouble and taken down at the 21-yard line. Clark Higgins and James Farrier. They take down Peyton Manning.
2nd sack. For the 2nd year in a row in the regular season, Peyton Manning was the best protected quarterback in the league. Already today, still in the first quarter, down twice.
Steelers showing an outstanding defensive package and execution today. They'll go with the 3-down lineman look and drop everybody else. 3rd and Muncie on the line here. 3rd and 24 at the 22. Throw it, bubble screen near side left. Ridge away, 25-30. 30, almost to the 34-yard line. A penalty flag back at the 24-yard line. Likelihood a clip coming up on Indianapolis as they look towards the Pittsburgh sideline.
Ineligible man downfield, number 73, the offense. Penalty is declined, 4th down.
Right guard Jake Scott.
Yeah,
that timing thrown off just a bit.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Dave. Again, that's not being in a game situation, running that slip screen, and the offensive lineman being just a step too far down the field. That's just lack of consistent playing. Pittsburgh played last week, and they played for real. Indianapolis has been 5 weeks since all this really meant anything.
2 punts for Hunter Smith today, averaging 49 yards. He had a 4.8 hang time in the last one. Takes a good snap, gets into it, hangs another beauty. Randall L. surveys, backs up, makes a catch at about the 17. Swarmed under immediately. Goodness gracious. First guy to get him was Kelvin Hayden. Nicely done. Time for the Campbell's Chunky Trivia question. It's brought to you by Campbell's Chunky Soup. Try the new fajita beef or fajita chicken, hearty, meaty soups with a zesty southwestern flavor.
I love this. Go ahead.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have played in 43 playoff games, which is 2nd on the all-time list. Who ranks first? Trump will get your answer in the 2nd half. Think you know? That sounds
I think I do.
Tell you what,
Dave, let me make this observation. Again, 20 seconds go in the first quarter. Steelers are 3 points away from going to the 4 corners offense here. You know?
No question. 1st and 10. Steelers at their own 19. 20 seconds to go in the period. Roethlisberger deep drop. Flush. Runs to his left. Tries to escape. Taken down at the 8-yard line by Larry Triplett. There's some outstanding pressure by that Colt front 4. And they're going to let the clock run out. Here on the first quarter, Roethlisberger swarmed under and trapped inside his 10 at the 9-yard line. That'll do it for the first 15 minutes with the score. Pittsburgh 14, Indianapolis nothing. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. First play, second quarter, 14-0 Steelers over the Colts. Dave Sims, Bob Trumpy, and John Dockery with you here at the RCA Dome in Indianapolis. 2nd down and 20 to go from the 9-yard line for the Steelers. Now right to left in the second. Roethlisberger drops the throw. Hangs, fires, throws right side. Jumping catch by Hines Ward. Took a lick. The second guy brought him down. That's going to be a gain out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. He got just about all of it back. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 3. Mike
Dave,
Doss with the hit.
I'm telling you, Pittsburgh's idea here is no patterns run. They're going straight up the field and finding the dead spots between the safeties. That was a 17-yard pickup. Hines Ward just releases straight off the line of scrimmage. Roethlisberger looks the safety off, comes back to the open receiver.
3 rookies, a second-year man and a third-year man in the secondary for Indy. 3rd down and 3 at the 26. Empty backfield. 3 receivers near side left, 2 right. Roethlisberger takes the snap. Hangs. He's in trouble. And throws a foot pass upfield, incomplete to Randall L., who says he was interfered with by Mike Doss. It was a backhand, like a backhand flip by Roethlisberger.
He had to do something with it. Freeney was hanging all over his feet. Again, a lot of pressure on Ben Roethlisberger, and because he's 6'5", 250, a normal quarterback goes to the ground. Roethlisberger stays up, tries to shovel it forward. He's very lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Chris Gardocki, in his 15th year, never had a punt blocked. He's standing at his own 12. Troy Walters. Here's Gardocki, the left footer, gets into it, turns it over. Walters looks at it, backs up, makes the catch, 26-yard line. Starts left, comes back right. Can't find the wall. Picks up a flag. Now he goes back. There's another flag far side. Outside the numbers at the 40. 45. Runs out of bounds. Steeler bench at about the 49-yard line. 3 flags littering the field there. 48 yards on the punt, a 21-yard return.
Yeah, 3 flags, I guess, is a no-doubter, right?
First quarter stats. Total yards, Pittsburgh, 156 to 26. Passing.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Number 94, the receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Rob Morris caught for that penalty. Run down those first quarter stats when we come back. Early second quarter, Steelers 14-0 over the Colts. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League. Check today's stats through the air, delivered to you by FedEx for all your shipping needs. For more football action, visit FedExFootball.com. First quarter, Pittsburgh put up 137 yards through the air. Indianapolis 21. Time of possession, too. Exorbitant. Pittsburgh 10-12 to 4:48. Indy's got some work to do.
Yeah, Indianapolis has established nothing at the line of scrimmage to this point. Nothing.
1st and 10 Colts. First possession, second quarter at the 14. They come left to right. Here in the second quarter, down 14-0. 2 receivers left. Harrison wide right. Manning, long count, drops the throw. Looks left. Nothing there. Now throws short, throws it away. Threw it away as Wayne could not run the in-cut to Shea Townsend covering.
But once again, it was the pressure from the defense. He was not comfortable standing back there, had to kind of shuffle his feet a little bit. He is not getting the kind of protection so far today that he's gotten most of the season.
Got a lot, shown a lot of happy feet today. 14-0 Steelers. Early on here in the second quarter, Manning 2 of 7, 37 yards. He started 0 for 4. Second down and 10 at the 14. He's in a shotgun this time. Steelers with 2 down linemen. 3 linebackers ready to come. They bring everybody, including Polamalu. Throw it left side, incomplete as Manning took a lick. Oh, did he get hit?
And again, because of the pressure, altered his throw at the feet of the receiver.
Once again, let's go downstairs to John Dockery on the sidelines.
You know, also, Trumpy just doesn't seem in rhythm, and you know what the Steelers are doing. They're using in passing downs 5 and 6 defensive backs and keeping everybody in front of them and making Peyton Manning earn it. He's not found his tight end. He's not found a back out of the backfield. He's got to be more patient.
Von Oelhoffen, Doc, with that last hit. They're 0 for 3 on 3rd down. 3rd and 10 at the 14. Shotgun, a lot of bouncing around by Pittsburgh. Manning takes a snap, looks left, throws left, out pattern. Man there, and dropped. Reggie Wayne got the left hand. He extended the left hand, and it took a big shot by Tyrone Carter, incomplete. Another 3 and out.
Yeah, Dave, look. Peyton Manning has all this responsibility in the offense when it's right. He's got to get this right. If it's wrong, he's got to figure out what's wrong. They're making no attempt whatsoever to run the ball. And Edgerrin James is the secret to this offense. Last time these two teams met, he was over 100 yards rushing, close to 130. And they got to get Edge involved in the game. They can't just give up on the run.
Totally different game here, folks. Here's Hunter Smith, 3 punts for 50 yards. And Randall L. runs right side, makes the catch at the 45-yard line, 44-yard line, and it's taken down about there as he runs far side by Kelvin Hayden, his 3rd special teams tackle today. There's a break in the action brought to you by AIG. For 85 years, we've helped secure families' futures. AIG, Insurance Loans Retirement. It's the Steelers 14-0 over the Colts in the second. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Welcome back, everybody. Dave Sims, Bob Trumpy, and John Dockery with you at the RCA Dome. Stunning score. Steelers 14-0. Second quarter, the bus is in the backfield in an offset eye to the right. First and 10, Steelers at their own 44. Roethlisberger back to throw. He's got time. Deep ball, far right sideline. Separation down there, and it's incomplete. They tried to get it to Randall L. Covering is Marlon Jackson.
There was a bump there. Obviously, the official that did the Denver game last night, not here today. He allows the bump. No flag thrown. Kind of a desperation heather on first down. I'm surprised. I thought
a steady dose of the bus coming up, right?
I thought the situation of 14-0, good field position. Man, you start hammering that line of scrimmage, which Pittsburgh loves to do, and makes a living doing it.
Pettis is out, and Willie Parker's back. Second down and 10 at the 44 of the Steelers. They go right to left. Here's Roethlisberger, deep drop, got time. Screen left side, Parker. 40, 45. Hit hard by Cato June at the 50. And a nice gain there. Picks up about 6. And once again, let's go downstairs to John Dockery on the sideline.
You know, Dave, you and Trump were talking about Marlon Jackson throwing against him. That was because Nick Harper was out of the game, and the rookie was in there. But Harper just came back into the game right now as we speak. He went into the locker room for treatment. Don't know what the injury was, but, of course, he did have that domestic dispute and that cut on his right knee, but he is back in the game at left cornerback.
3 for 4. Thanks, Doc. 3 for 4 on third down. The Steelers today, they have a 3rd and 3 at their own 49. Roethlisberger and a quick toss left side to Parker across the 50. Make that Veron Hayes, and he's got the first down across the 45-yard line. Veron Hayes, his 4th year out of Georgia. First down, Pittsburgh Steelers.
And Dave, the Colts defense does not know what's coming next. Up 14-0. Pittsburgh is having their way with the Colts defense. The Colts offense is giving them no help whatsoever, just 1 first down. Pittsburgh has 10. This is absolutely mind-boggling that Pittsburgh is in this situation.
They send Randall L. wide to the right. 2 tight ends in the game with Hines Ward near side left. He goes in motion far side right, stops there. Roethlisberger on a handoff. They run up the middle. Parker, and he got elevated by Bob Sanders running up the middle. Sanders playing to the crowd, but remember, young man, you're down 14-0 early second quarter.
Yeah, and generally speaking on the Colts team, and kind of a reflection of their head coach, there is no celebration. There's no smack down there on the field like most players in the league like to do.
Here come the Steelers out of the huddle, 14-0. Roethlisberger with touchdown passes to Randall L. and to Heath Miller. Second down and 9 at the 43 of the Colts. The setback is Willie Parker. Waggling to the right is Roethlisberger. Running room, stops, reverses, screen, chases. Ben stops, throws, and Tooman can't make the catch. Tooman was almost knocking that down in self-defense as the ball came right at him. It was about a 4 or 5 yard throw by Roethlisberger on the far side.
Roethlisberger showed his youth. He's trying to make something out of every single play, and at some point...
He's feeling good.
Yeah, game like this, just throw it away. You know, don't take a chance. He's spinning around back there like he's a...
Like Fran.
Like a kid. Yeah.
Like a young Fran Tarkenton.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh 4 or 5 on third down. They're going to go with an empty backfield look. 2 receivers near side left and 3 right. Third down and 9. Steelers at the Colt 43, up 14-0, 11:15 to go in the second. Roethlisberger takes the snap, flush, runs to his left, throws downfield, man there, jumping, diving, almost intercepted. Mike Doss had the best chance at it. Cedric Wilson got his hands on it and couldn't bring it in.
And Roethlisberger's got to start being a little more careful with the football. You know, they're up 14-0. You don't take chances with it. He's flush from the pocket, runs near side. That was a chancy throw. He got away with one there, Dave.
It's going to be a punt coming up. First punt, 47 yards by Chris Gardocki. Punt number 2, Troy Walters standing inside his 10 to our left. 14-0 Steelers in the second. Gardocki hangs it high, aiming for the near left corner, and it bounces out there 2. Can they keep it in? They do. Beautifully done by the Pittsburgh Steelers, down by Ricardo Coakley at about the 2-yard line. A 42-yard punt by Chris Gardocki. There's a break in the action brought to you by AIG. For 85 years, we've helped secure families' futures. AIG, insurance, loans, retirements. Steelers 14-0 over the Colts in the second. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Divisional playoff round today here at the RCA Dome. The winner takes on Denver in the AFC title game next week. Colts have been dominated. 14-0 Steelers. Here come the Colts, 1st and 10 at their own 2. Manning under center with a long count. James gets the call straight up the gut. Oh, he got a face pull that time of James Farrier. Nicely done on the pop there as Farrier fills the hole on a straight-ahead run by James. That's a good football play.
Yeah, you know, Dave, you mentioned the score is 14-0. Colts have 1 first down. It actually feels worse than that in here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Manning's last
Total
drive,
domination.
the Colts had the ball for 22 seconds. Manning 2 of 9, 38 yards. Manning directing traffic, 2nd down and 9 at the 3. Double tight end set. Stretch play, left side. Edgerrin James turns a corner, 5, 10, 12-yard line, stays on his feet. Good fight, picks up the 1st down. He had to get to the 12, got to about the 14. Ryan Lilja. And that's only the 2nd first down of the game, as a lot of fans stand and applaud here at the RCA Dome.
Yeah, 1 passing, 1 rushing. Nice stretch play. He's the guy. Edgerrin James is the guy that gets the Colts back into this football game.
He ran 29 times for 124 in that November 28 Monday night meeting. Manning under center, 1st and 10. Ball at the 13. Stretch play coming near side to the right. James spins out of 1 tackle across the 15 to the 16. Clark Higgins is there for Pittsburgh.
Now, the one thing that Pittsburgh does well on the run, you notice their defensive linemen, all 3 of them, they got their feet setting parallel. They stand the blockers up and then slide down the line of scrimmage. The Steelers' defensive line, always on their feet. You got to get somebody on the ground to allow Edgerrin James to cut back for the big play.
3 down linemen in there for Pittsburgh. And their standard 3-4. 2nd and 6 at the 17. Colts at their own 17, coming left to right. Manning back to throw. He's got a lot of time, throwing down the middle. Caught. Dallas Clark, 30, 35, far side. 1st down. 37-yard line. Ike Taylor brought him down. That was the rhythmic passing offense that we expect from the Colts, a gain of 20.
Starts with pass protection. Nice little cup there for Peyton Manning to look around. Excellent job up front. He finds Clark his first catch of the day on the crossing pattern. Gets him out of a deep hole. Gives him an opportunity at least.
1st and 10. Colts at their own 38. Manning under center. Long cap. Now he stands up, some hand signals. Pretty standard issue for Peyton Manning. Turns around, says something to Edgerrin James, who has a big scar across his helmet. Give it to James, left side, 40, 45. Good block by Reggie Wayne, far side. Across the 50 to the 45-yard line. 1st down. Indianapolis Colts, as we check in with John Dockery on the sideline.
You know, I wonder if the conversation that Howard Mudd, the offensive line coach, the veteran coach, had with his offensive linemen when they were on the bench a few moments ago, and he didn't mince words. He was very vocal, and obviously the offensive line is doing a great job now. Also, as you were saying, Chump, it allows the offensive line to, burst out and get that running game going, which opens up the tight end and the passing game.
15 yards, Doc, on that last run. This drive started at the 2-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 47 of Pittsburgh. Steelers show blitz. They bring it. Play fake. Deep drop. Manning's got time. Throws it out. Near side right. Fletcher eludes 1 tackle. Stays on his feet. Fights his way across the 40 to the 36-yard line. That's another 1st down for Indianapolis. Higgins missed him, and now the crowd is right back in it.
And Dave, if I might add to what John Dockery is talking about on the sideline, Howard Mudd was coaching his offensive line. It's rare, but Peyton Manning went over and got on his offensive lineman too. And when Peyton Manning comes over and gets up your shorts, you start paying attention.
2 tight ends, 11 yards on that connection there. 1st and 10 at the 36 of Pittsburgh. 14-0 Steelers. Stretch play, left side. Dominic Rhodes outside the numbers at the 40 to the 35. Picks up about 2. Far side, Von Oelhoffen is there. for the Pittsburgh Steelers with help from Brett Kiesel, who's in his 4th year out of BYU.
The other thing that helps Indianapolis is when you run that stretch play, you get those defensive linemen running number to number, sideline to sideline, slows down the pass rush, wears them out a little bit. To this point, the Steelers defense well rested, now feeling some pressure.
2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. Pittsburgh, 34-yard line. Steelers lead it 14-0, 6:35 to go in the second. Manning under center with 2 receivers near side right. Setback is James. He drops straight to throw. Over the middle. Reggie Wayne makes a catch, spins, and is taken down at the 30-yard line. Picks up about 4. James Farrier brings him down, the 9-year veteran from Virginia.
Again, Pittsburgh's doing nothing out of the ordinary defensively. So far, the defensive line has manhandled the Colts offensive line to this point and done an excellent job. This is the first drive where it appears that Colts have some control over what's going on at the line of scrimmage.
Marvin Harrison looks like the lonesome end out there. He hasn't come to a huddle yet. They're 0 for 4 on 3rd down. Bill Carpenter, of course, with Army in the late 50s. 3rd down and 4. Manning and company at the Pittsburgh 30. Harrison motions left. Polamalu on a blitz. They throw it right behind him. Fletcher at the 30, at the 25. He's got the first down. Troy Polamalu timed up the blitz, and he threw it right over his head.
Actually, a lot of teams try to do that against Pittsburgh. Polamalu comes on the untouched blitz. They try to outnumber you one side or the other. The idea is the receiver's got to recognize it when he sees the blitz. Quarterback throws it to him quickly. He's got to break a tackle and pick the first down. That's exactly what Fletcher did.
This is a drive that started on the 2-yard line after a brilliant punt by Gardocki. 10th play of this drive. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Manning under center, drops the throw. Good time underneath James at the 20. Scoots ahead to about the 18-yard line. Ike Taylor slowed him up. And that puts the Indianapolis Colts in the Heinz red zone with 4:56 to go in the second. Down 14-0 to the Steelers.
Yeah, halfback circle there by Edgerrin James. 400 touches this season. 2nd year in a row over 400 touches. Probably the most active running back there is in the league.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Manning under center. 2nd down and 5 at the Steeler 18. Long count by Manning. Hand gesture with the right hand, now both hands. He's flapping like he's doing the old swim move or dance from years ago. Stretch play coming near side right. James cuts inside 15. He's at the 10. Stiff arms to the 8. 1st and goal, Indianapolis. Missed tackle by James Farrier as the edge came to the right side for the first down.
Sorry, Dave. That was a great move by Edgerrin James. He makes a juke outside, runs back inside, and the net result is the defensive back Farrier cannot make the tackle. A beautiful move by James. He's gotten him back 6 first downs on this drive.
1st and goal, Colts, 9-yard line of the Steelers. Manning under center. He's got Harrison right, Wayne left, 2 tight ends. James the setback. Takes the snap, gives to James, up the middle, starts right, darted left for about 2. Brought down by the inside backers, Larry Foote and James Farrier. Clock runs at 3:45 to go here in the second quarter. 14-0 Steelers. Roethlisberger to Randall L. for 6 yards and a 6-yarder to Heath Miller. And all of that coming in the first quarter. 2nd and goal at the 7 for the Colts. Clock at 3:28. Play clock at 16 seconds. Manning under center. Harrison wide right. Wayne left. Stretch play, fake it. Here's Manning. Left side, he's got it to James at the 2, dives forward at the 1-yard line. He didn't get in. They faked the stretch to him and then threw it right to him again. Larry Foote stops him at about the 1-foot line.
What a catch. That was an acrobatic catch. It was low and behind him. James, moving away from Peyton Manning, is able to stop, make the catch. That was impressive.
3 tight ends. James Mungro in at fullback. 3rd and goal inside the 1 on a drive that started at the 2-yard line. Manning wants quiet. They split the backs. They go shotgun. 2 receivers near side right. Manning brings Dallas Clark in motion. Inside handoff. Oh, he got stopped. 2nd effort, touchdown. James Mungro, but a penalty flag on the play. Travis Kershke with a fabulous hit on Mungrove. False start, and Manning's upset. Manning's upset with the crowd. He took his hands and said, be quiet, be quiet.
Yeah, that was Tarek Glenn, the offensive tackle they called the play on. That was a tough run by Mungrove to get in the end zone.
What a hit, huh?
Man.
Travis Kursky stood him up, and then Mungrove went forward for the score.
Yeah,
Clock at 2:26 and counting. 14-0 Steelers. 4 penalties, 28 yards. They'll go empty backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 left. 3rd and goal at the 6. Blitz shown. Blitz, and now movement. First it was Aaron Smith, and then there was movement on the offensive line.
Yeah, the defense can't draw the offense into a penalty. This is going to be a tough call, but I think this is going to be on Pittsburgh.
Clock stop with 2:08 to go.
Defense. Neutral zone infraction. After this field goal, number 95. Still 3rd down.
So they got it on Pittsburgh. That's the voice of Pete Morelli, the referee today.
Yeah, the Colts still lose about 2 yards on the deal here, on their penalty and the Pittsburgh penalty, because it was 1st and goal inside the 1.
So it's now right at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and goal at the 3.
Left hash, Manning under center, wants quiet. Stokely and Harrison wide right. Left side is Wayne, and now they're going to call a timeout. We've reached, actually, it's the 2-minute warning. Delivered to you by FedEx. For more football action, visit FedExFootball.com. Steelers 14-0 over the Colts. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. A reminder to stay tuned for the Comtrax halftime report with Tommy Todd. Tommy's going to talk to Bears running back Thomas Jones. Brought to you by Comtrex. Comtrex knocks out every kind of cold symptom. How about the numbers here, Trump, as we look at the Colts? 6 first downs and 95 yards in this drive. Before this drive, they had 1 first down and 25 yards. Drive started at the 2 with 10:59 to go. We're at the 2-minute warning. 3rd and goal at the 3, left hash. Here's Manning under center. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Steelers with 3 down linemen. They're 1 for 5 on 3rd down. Manning changing things up. Play clock at 4, 3, 2. They snap it. Stretch play coming near side right. Edgerrin James puts his head down. He's stopped. He's stopped by Aaron Smith, the 7-year man from Northern Colorado.
And again, Steelers doing a great job of changing the defense, and they're sending the kicker in.
Wow,
I'm shocked.
I'm with you.
I am absolutely flabbergasted.
Mike Vanderjagt, the best field goal percentage kicker in NFL history. He's got a gimme here. 10 of 12 in the playoffs for his career.
Good.
They'll mark it down right hash, 10-yard line, a 20-yard attempt for the right-footed veteran in his 8th year out of West Virginia. Snap placement, kick is up, and it is good. So the Colts are on the board. A reminder that for every field goal made this afternoon and throughout the playoffs, Barbasol is going to make a donation to the Boomer Esiason Foundation dedicated to beating cystic fibrosis. Barbasol shaving cream and gel. Better buy Barbasol. It's 14-3, Steelers over the Colts, late 2nd. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. NFL Network is your home for Super Bowl week with more than 60 hours of inside access and interviews from Detroit. NFL Network, everything but the game. 14-3 after the Vanderjagt field goal from 20 yards caps a 15-play, 96-yard drive that covers 9 minutes and 39 seconds for the Indianapolis Colts, their best offensive showing today. Here's Cortez with the kick, left to right, puts his right foot into it, hits it well, too, into the end zone. About 5 yards deep, he'll take a knee. Ike Taylor right there, and we go downstairs. The sidelines, and John Dockery. John, what did you think of Tony Dungy going for the field goal and not for the 6?
You know, Dave, I think it was a good idea. I disagree with you guys in that I think he needed something positive to happen. It's been a brutal first half for the Colts. I think they have a high-octane offense, and they know they can put points on the board. They get the ball at the beginning of the second half, so I think you had to have something good happen. Remember, it was 2 to 3 yards for a touchdown, so if they had missed it, it would have been devastating. So I agree with the call.
Well, let them run this play, Dave. I got a comment. Go ahead.
Here's the Steelers, 1st and 10 at their own 20. Roethlisberger, double wides both sides. They run a screen play near side left for Ron Hayes. 15, slowed down, trips himself up, and loses about a yard and change on that play. Nicely executed defensively by Indianapolis. Your retort.
Yeah, to continue our conversation, the decision by Tony Dungy to go for the 3 means he has great confidence in his football team, but that's a performance that was a 13-0 football team over the last 3 weeks. They did not play like a 13-0 football team. Sometimes coaches have a little more confidence and respect in their team than is really warranted. And when you haven't played a big game, an important game for a number of weeks, had last week off to watch, I don't know if that's the right decision or not. If they lose the game, after the game, that'll be one of the first questions asked.
Doc, let's keep this debate going. What do you think?
You know, Trump, I just think that they have to play like that 13-0 team in the second half in order to win this game, and they just wanted to take a small step towards getting their confidence and their momentum. So I think that might have been what he was thinking about when he did it.
Doc, I agree with you there. The question is he right or wrong? Because this team, since they were 13-0, has been through a lot together. You know, and I don't, sometimes what you know about the team helps, sometimes it hurts.
Point well taken, Trump.
Cato June limping in there, the best linebacker for the Colts. 2nd down and 10. And they motion Kreider in an offset I, right side. Roethlisberger on the delay. Parker right side, 20. And a good tackle in there by Nick Harper coming in, closing quickly to make the tackle. Gain of about 3. Timeout Indianapolis. There's a break in the action brought to you by AIG. For 85 years, we've helped secure families' futures. AIG, insurance, loans, retirement. Steelers 14-3 over the Colts, late second. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Back here at the RCA Dome, Dave Sims, Bob Trumpet, and John Dockery. 3rd down and 6 for the Steelers at their own 24, leading 14-3 with 53 seconds to go. They go right to left here in the second. Steelers are 4 for 6 on 3rd down. Kreider motions back into an offset I right. Deep drop, Roethlisberger, throw it left side, and incomplete. Penalty flag on the play, tried to get it to Randall L. on a skinny post at about the 45-yard line. A holding penalty coming in. The side judge, Jim Saraceno, the field judge, beg your pardon, saw that, and he was the one that made
Prior
the call.
to the pass, holding. Number 21 of the defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
They got the Pro Bowl starter, Bob Sanders, the free safety, the number 2 tackler on the ball club.
And you know, Dave, again, not many patterns here today in this first half run by Pittsburgh. They are trying to, with their releases, stretch the defense, bounce inside them, and Roethlisberger has done an excellent job of finding the guy open. I mean, we really haven't seen an awful lot of intricate patterns here by Pittsburgh.
Not at all. Hey, play fake it or just go straight back, and guess what? Pitch and catch. Get her done. 1st and 10 at the 29, 4 wides, both sides. Roethlisberger 12 of 19, $172. Draw up the middle. Haynes is taken down. It tripped, but he must have tripped himself because he kept going across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
Hey,
Gary Brackett tagged him down.
Yeah, Dave, he tripped over his own offensive lineman. Kind of caught his knee on the rear end of the offensive lineman trying to run a trap.
30 seconds to go and running.
As long as the Colts don't allow any kind of points here at the end of this first half, they at least have done something offensively to get them back in the game mentally. Don't know what's going to happen to start the second half.
If you're just joining, Pittsburgh came out on fire, dominated, took a 14-0 lead, took that opening drive 84 yards and scored. Scored the next time they had the ball. Clock runs down to 7, 6, 5. Got a 2nd down and 7 at the 32. Roethlisberger takes a knee. That'll do it. That's the end of the first half with the score. Pittsburgh 14, Indianapolis 3. The RCA Dome, Dave Sims, Bob Trumpy, and John Dockery with you. 14-3 Steelers, the road team, leading here at Indianapolis. And this scoring recap brought to you by Equifax. Don't make a major purchase without knowing your credit score. And learn more at Equifax.com. Antoine Randall, a 6-yard pass from Roethlisberger, completes a 5-minute 35-second drive. Makes it 7-0 Pittsburgh, and they come back the next possession. Roethlisberger to Miller for 7 yards. 14-0 at the end of 1. And then the Colts finally get a good drive together. 15 plays, 96 yards at 9:39. Vanderjagt, a 20-yard field goal to make it 14-3. Time to open a Wayne Dalton playbook designed by Wayne Dalton Garage Doors, Innovation in Design. For more details, visit WayneDalton.com. All right, Bob Trumpy, how would you design a way for Indianapolis to get back into this game?
Well, actually, I think it's pretty simple. Offensively, they got to get the ball to Edgerrin James Moore. Last drive, 7 carries of the 10 he had in the first half. Going into that final drive, the Colts had a grand total of 17 yards of offense. They got 96 on the final one, and Edgerrin James had 7 carries on that drive. If he can't run the ball, it turns the defense loose on Peyton Manning, who's already been sacked twice, and he has not looked good throwing the ball. 8 of 15, 91 yards for Peyton Manning. Nothing like we expected. You got to hand it to Pittsburgh. They have played it well. The Colts, 5 drives, 4 punts, and a field goal. Total domination by Pittsburgh.
They have done an outstanding job today. The Pittsburgh Steelers, as we get ready for the start of the second half. Total net yards, 193 Steelers to 123 for the Colts. Rushing, 49 for the Colts, 31 for the Steelers. Roethlisberger, 12 of 19, 172, sacked once, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Manning, 8 for 15, 91 yards, sacked twice, no touchdowns, no picks. The Roethlisberger passing rating, 105.6. Manning, 71-8 through the first 30 minutes of this ball game, and the Colts are going to get the ball to start the second half.
You know, Dave, heard a lot of people in the press say that the Steelers had no chance coming in here.
Yeah, I spoke to a lot of them on various radio shows across the country this week.
You know, you got to give a lot of credit to Bill Cowher. He's gotten his team up 6 weekends in a row. They win today. It's 6 straight. He knows what buttons to push. He knows how to handle his young quarterback. So far, his young quarterback has played very, very well. The defense has really controlled most of the first half.
Time for the start of the second half, brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Make sure your car starts properly this winter. Visit interstatebatteries.com. Tested, trusted, and the official battery of the great outdoors. So the Steelers will be kicking off right to left as we come to you from high atop the RCA Dome at about the 20-yard line behind the Colt bench. Steelers in their road white jerseys, black helmets, gold pants, the black stripe down the side. And the Colts, the home blue jerseys, the royal blue, with their white helmets and white pants. Here's Jeff Reeves, ready to get us going, and here he comes on the approach. Rhodes and Mungro deep to get it. High end-over-end kick. Going to about the 5-yard line. Rhodes has got it, dropped it, picked it up. 10 coming right side, outside the numbers at the 15 to the 19-yard line. Let's check in the second half with John Dockery.
You know, Dave, Tony Dungy going in put it very succinctly. He said, hey, we weren't sharp. Pittsburgh was very sharp. And he said we have to defend the pass better. We're okay against the run. We'll get the ball in the second half, get a score. It could be 14-10. We'll be okay then. So that almost a peek into why he went for a short field goal instead of trying for that 2-yard TD before the half.
Yeah, you're right, Doc. Hope, get back to normal. There is one big plus, and that is that Pittsburgh only had 31 yards rushing, as you said, 2-4 rush in that first half.
First and 10, Colts at their own 19. They go left to right here in the third. Edgerrin James is set back. Fake it to him. Manning in trouble. Screen. They get it out to Edgerrin James across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Ike Taylor coming up from his cornerback position to make the stop. At stake, a berth in the AFC Championship game next week against Denver. If Indianapolis wins, Indianapolis will host here against Denver. If Pittsburgh wins, Pittsburgh travels to the Mile High City.
And winner of that goes to Detroit City.
And it's going to be cold first week, second weekend in February. Thank God for Ford Field. 2nd and 5 play. Stretch going left side. Through the second wave of tacklers goes James for about 3 yards.
He is a tough cookie, isn't he?
Because he should have been dead to rights. Von Oelhoffen finally brought him down.
You know, you talk to Tony Dungy about him. He never seems to tire. Late in the game, he wants the ball more. He is a remarkable athlete, Edgerrin James.
2-time rushing champion. 3rd down and 2. Colts at their own 27. Manning in a shotgun this time with 2 receivers right. They're 1 of 6 on 3rd down conversion. Steelers with 3 down linemen. They show blitz. They bring blitz. Manning to throw. Hangs, fires, throws, and caught at the 35-yard line. First down, Reggie Wayne, near side right. He caught it in front of Larry Foote and Deshae Townsend. First down, Indianapolis.
Excellent pass protection that time by the offensive line. If you're a Colts fan, they straighten a lot of the pass rush problems out to give Peyton Manning more time.
Colts trailing 14-3. First and 10 at their own 36. Manning under center. Stretch play going left side. Adrian James outside the numbers at the 35, at the 40. Picks up about 5. And taken down on the far side by Troy Polamalu, headed to his second consecutive Pro Bowl.
Great job again by the offensive line. Capture the corner, stretch the defense, kind of wear that defensive line out. Make them run side to side. And Polamalu will hit you, won't he?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
He's that guy that goes to and through the man.
James 11 carries, 50 yards. Manning 10 of 17, 105. Second and 7 at the 39. Manning changing things up. He's got 2 receivers near side right. James the setback. Long count, takes a snap. 3-step drop. Throw it quickly over the middle. Up in the air. Bobbled. And it is intercepted. Polamalu. No, they wave it off. They wave it off. Brian Fletcher, the intended receiver, too hot for him. It went up in the air. Diving attempt by Polamalu is waved off. Looked like he had the interception. The line judge, the head linesman, George Hayward, waved it off.
Fletcher couldn't get his head around fast enough. That ball just thrown a split second too quick. Fletcher couldn't turn around and make the catch. Bounces around dangerously, but Polamalu can't come up with it.
Colts 2 of 7 on third down conversion, looking at a 3rd and 7 at their own 39. Manning's in a shotgun this time. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Steelers rush 5. Throw it left side. Dallas Clark makes the catch short of a first down. Quick tackle by Chris Hope, a 4-year man out of Florida State. Hope is the DB, H-O-P-E. Chris Hoke is the D lineman, H-O-K-E.
Yeah, excellent job. Zone deep, man under. Hope had Dallas Clark, the tight end, did an excellent job to get him down just as soon as he made the catch.
4 punts in the first half by Hunter Smith for an average of 47-5. Nice job by Pittsburgh defensively. Antoine Randall standing to our right at about the 13-yard line. Hunter Smith inside his own 30, steps forward, gets it into it, and a boomer and a good hanger. Fair catch signal, far side made, diving, sitting down is Antoine Randall at about the 23-yard line. 4-9 on the hang time, and a punt that covers 34 yards. 14-3 Steelers over the Colts in the third. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League. Stay tuned for part 2 of our NFL doubleheader right here on Westwood One at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Most of these same stations. It'll be the Carolina Panthers against the Chicago Bears. Joe Myers, Jack Ham, and Alan Pinkett are in Soldier Field ready to call all the action if it's the NFL playoffs. It's on Westwood One. I'm Dave Sims with Bob Trumpy and John Dockery. 14-3, 11:34 to go. Third quarter, Steelers on top of the Colts. First and 10, Pittsburgh at its own 24. They go right to left. Here in the third, Roethlisberger to Willie Parker. Bounces it outside. 25-30 sideline. Bumped out of bounds at the 35, 37-yard line. Going to be close to a first down. Good blocking by Kendall Simmons and Mac Starks to the right side.
Look at that speed, Dave. Look at that speed.
Tremendous. Once again, let's check in with our sideline reporter, John Dockery. Brought to you by Concert Hair Care for Men. Guaranteed to give you great hold. Doc?
Boy, did he turn the corner with his 4-2-8 speed. And Bill Cowher coming out and said, look, the way I see it, score is 0-0. We have to score more points. We won't go into our shell. That translates to me, he will not be afraid to throw the ball, especially to his tight end.
How about that?
All right, Doc, thanks. Here's Hines Ward motioning left side, blitz coming. Roethlisberger throwing right side. Nice catch, far side, Antoine Randall. Nice gain across the 45 to the 46-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh. Caught it in between Sanders and Harper for 13 yards.
Roethlisberger first half, 12 of 19, 172, sacked once. 2 touchdowns and an interception after he was hit. The kid doesn't play like just a third-year or second-year player. You know that? The kid is amazing.
2-1 in the playoffs. Third-rated quarterback in the league for the season behind Manning and Carson Palmer.
Yeah, he's 24-4 as a starter for the Steelers.
That'll work. First and 10 at his own 46. Randall motions. They run the stretch play left side, blown up immediately. That was no chance. Monte Rager Outstanding performance there. The 7-year veteran from Texas Tech drops for about a 3-yard loss.
Went right inside the center, jumped right inside Hardings. Was right there to almost take the ball from the quarterback.
Boy, Willie Parker did not have much of a chance there. Brings up a 2nd down and long. 2nd and 13. Pittsburgh at its own 43, leading 14-3. 10 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Winner gets Denver next week in the AFC title game. Kreider resets, offset eye, right side. They off a quick blitz. Now they run a screen left side. Parker, 45, 50. Stumbles forward to the 45 of Indianapolis. Tripped up by Bob Sanders. But after the trip up, he must have gone another 5 yards.
Man, that speed, he builds a lot of momentum in about 3 strides. And they throw the screen right behind Dwight Freeney. Freeney is in there all over Roethlisberger. Right behind him, the screen comes. The pursuit is slow. And again, 3rd and short here. A lot of 3rd and shorts, 2nd and shorts for Pittsburgh. They're 4 of 6 on 3rd downs today.
Nice performance by Willie Parker in his first playoff appearance. The bus is in there now. Jerome Bettis on a 3rd and 1 at the 45 of Indianapolis. Hines Ward sets right. Give it to Bettis. Up the middle. Stumbles forward. Got the 1st down. Inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. Kendall Simmons pulled on the trap to open up the room for Jerome Bettis. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Has there ever been a better big back? I mean, 260. I can't think of one in the history of the league. I mean, you know, Jim Brown was 230, but...
And he could get outside sprinter speed.
Do both, yeah.
This guy, for a hammer here, this guy, Jerome Bettis, is one of the all-time great big backs, no doubt about it. 5th all-time. 1st and 10 Steelers. On the move at the Indy 42-yard line. Roethlisberger takes, gives to Parker. Right side, big hole, and he stopped there after about a 5-yard gain. They're blocking again by Jeff Hardings and Kendall Simmons. Open up big room right side.
Sorry, Dave. Taking over. You know, run the clock, pound the ball. Screens are like handoffs. Take no chances whatsoever. Again, they pick up 7 yards or close to 7 yards on that 1st down. This is the way Pittsburgh wins.
Hines Ward right, Randall L. left. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 at the 37. Parker and Kreider offset eye to the right. Ward motions left. Roethlisberger takes, hands off to Parker. Big hole right side. Across the 35, down to the 32-yard line. And they're living big behind Heath Miller on that right side. He and Max Starks. Quick hitter. And that's going to set up a 3rd and short. Picked up, matter of fact, they got the 1st down. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, since Cowher got there, has run the ball more than any team in the NFL. This season, ran the ball 57% of the time. That's unheard of. That's like Tom Fairbanks at Nebraska. Come on, you can't do that in the NFL. They do it.
They ran it 549 times, most in the league. Parker, 11 carries, 31 yards. Here comes a blitz. Run left side. Parker trying to get outside, can't do it. Cato June got him at about the 35-yard line. It's a good thing he did, too, because had he been able to get outside, he might have been gone. All right, now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One. You're home for the NFL playoffs. It's Super Bowl 40. 2nd down and 12. Pittsburgh at the Indy 33, up 14-3, 6:35 to go. Roethlisberger, pump and go, pumping again, in trouble, sacked, down he goes, loose ball, and it is recovered. They're going to say he was sacked at the 39-yard line. Dwight Freeney got him, stood him up. Roethlisberger's so big, he got to pump it a couple of times.
Yeah, it's not like you just touch him and he goes down. I mean, 6'4", 250, plays bigger, tries to stand in there. Freeney does an excellent job of hanging on. Freeney and Mathis get him on the ground. Huge. That's the first pass that in the second half that didn't work for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
How about this 3rd down coming up? Veron Hayes is in the backfield. In fact, Roethlisberger will be in a shotgun. He sends double wides both sides. 3rd down and 16 at the Indy 37 at 6:04 to go in the 3rd. Haynes in the backfield. Roethlisberger takes screen left side, incomplete, threw it behind Hayes. And I think a lot of that was because Monte Rager smelled it out.
Monte Rager was almost there to make the catch. Roethlisberger again. A little careless with the football. Didn't set the screen up very well. And that's why Monte Rager recognized it. No points, but time off the board. 5:56 to go in the 3rd. Pittsburgh will take that. They'd like points, but just cut down the opportunities that the Colts have on offense.
Troy Walters deep to receive. 2 punts on the day by Gardocki, averaging 44. Don't forget, he's never had a blocked punt in 15 years in the league. See if they come after him. They do. Gets rid of it. Try to place it inside the 20. Walters, fair catch made inside the 10 at the 9. Wow.
I don't think he had any choice there. He had to catch that one or would have bounced around, and it might have been first and 99. Yeah.
Nonetheless, it's going to be first and long. Nice pooch punt of 28 yards by Chris Gardocki. There's a break in the action brought to you by AIG. For 85 years, we've helped secure families' futures. AIG, insurance, loans, retirement. 14-3 Steelers over the Colts in the third. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. It's the NFL playoffs. One chance, one shot, one road. Follow the road all the way to Super Bowl 40 at superbowl.com. Here in Indianapolis, where they are stoked for these Colts. First and 10. Colts at their own 9. Trailing 14-3, 5:49 to go in the third. Manning under center with 2 receivers left and 1 right. Typical Manning, changing things up or doing some dummy plays. A lot of movement down there. He's under center, drops, pumps, now scrambling, running to his left. He's not the fastest guy. Hampton chasing him, and he throws it out of bounds on the near side right. How about Casey Hampton, team co-MVP with Hines Ward, who's a Pro Bowler from 2 years ago, showing some giddy-up.
Yeah, absolutely just blew up the pass protection, beat Jeff Saturday, the center. And again, a bad side for Indianapolis. This is their 7th drive so far today. First 6, 5 punts and a field goal.
Roethlisberger having some issues with his hand. And we'll get John Dockery on that. Second down and 10 at the 9 for the Colts, trailing 14-3. Corner blitz shown coming. Picked up. Manning steps up. Got time. Throws it out near side and over the head of Marvin Harrison at about the 20-yard line. And they got way too much on that one. Good pressure by Aaron Smith coming from Manning's backside. His left.
Yeah, and again, Dave, when you set the clock in the head of the quarterback early in the game, which Pittsburgh did, generally the quarterback senses that for the rest of the game. And you can see that Peyton Manning has been rushed today. The net result is he has missed some open receivers.
2 of 7 on third down for the Colts, looking at a 3rd and 10 at the 9. This is critical. 5:37 to go, down 14-3 in the third. Shotgun for Manning, motions Harrison to the left. Dropping and in trouble. That's going to be a safety.
No,
wow, Jeff Triplett. Boy, that was generous. It looked like from here that might have been in the end zone. He was tackled at the 1 by James Farrier. They brought the house.
And he had no chance to set up whatsoever. The audibles that Peyton is calling, not working. Read perfectly by Pittsburgh. The timing was perfect. They have not caught Pittsburgh in an offside. He's got to slow things down or hurry things up because the Steelers defense has got the timing of this offense today. 3 sacks today on Indianapolis for 25 yards, and that was darn close to a safety. You're right, Dave.
Polamalu in there as well. Hunter Smith backed up against his end line. Small margin of error. Gets a snap. Gets into it. Low line drive kick going far side right. Randall out at the 50. 45 right side 40. At the 35 jumps through a tackle at the 30. Great field position for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The snapper Justin Snow makes the tackle, but the Steelers are in business. 49 yards on the punt. 20 yards on the return. And the Steelers are in great shape at about the 30-yard line. 14-3 Steelers over the Colts in the third. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Time for an injury update brought to you by Equifax. Identity thieves can prevent you from getting the things you want. Visit Equifax.com today to learn how to protect yourself. John Dockery, what do you have?
You know, Dave, they were looking at his hand, and also his wrist. He was flexing his wrist back and forth, but while they were doing that, they were showing him Polaroids from upstairs of the Colts defense, so I don't think it was too bad. He did throw a little on the sideline. Didn't look perfect, but looked okay. We'll find out right now.
All right, Doc, thank you. 4:47. This could be the game right here. 14-3 Steelers starting first and 10 at their 30 of Indianapolis. Toss to Parker right side. 25 to the 20. Gain of 10, first down. Nicely done going far side. Good blocks by Hines Ward and Jeff Harding's the All-Pro. Couple of All-Pros right there.
Yeah, last time Pittsburgh had the ball, 10 plays, 5:45 off the clock. Did not score. but they're reducing the Colts' chances to get themselves back in this game. And this is an avalanche against this Colts defense now.
Pittsburgh in the Heinz red zone. Jerome Bettis in the game in an I formation. That clock just getting away from the Colts now. Parker 13 carries, 40 yards. Roethlisberger turns, gives it to the bus right side. Big running room, 15 down to the 12. Jerome Bettis with an explosion off the right side. A great block by Dan Kreider and Kendall Simmons. A gain of about 8.
And you know, when you turn any offensive line loose just to run the ball, you are right in their wheelhouse. This is what they want. We don't have to worry about pass sets, pass rush. To heck with Freeney and Mathis getting around the corner. Let's blow them off the line of scrimmage, and they're doing it.
Steelers may be locking this game up, and a trip to Denver right here. 2nd down and 3 at the 12. Bettis, the deep back, gets the call, running right side. Stumbles forward to about the 11. He'll be about a yard short of a first down, as the Colts did a good job meeting at the point of attack. David Thornton with the tackle. Clock at 3:18 and counting. Third quarter. Steelers 14-3 over the Colts.
Bettis now a specialist. You know, it used to be everything. Now, when we're ahead late in the game, give it to me. I'll turn him into mashed potatoes, which he's doing.
Offset eye to the left. Steelers operate from the right hash on this 3rd down and 2 at the 11. They're 5 of 8 on 3rd down. Roethlisberger under center. Kreider motions right side. Roethlisberger gives to the bus. Straight up the gut at the 5. Stumbling to the 1. It'll be 1st and goal for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Look at that move. He goes to the point of attack. Stopped. A little hitch in his step. Plants both feet. Jumps to the left. Still at his age and weight. Excellent double-team block up front by the two All-Pros, Harding and Faneca. And Bettis follows right between the 6s.
Sorry, Trump, but they're mauling people up front. Mauling. And at this rate, a lot of these Indy fans are going to get home in time to catch the kickoff of the Bears game.
Timeout taken.
Wow. Mike Doss with an injury, trying to get him off the field. There's a break in the action brought to you by AIG. For 85 years, we've helped secure families' futures. AIG, insurance, loans, and retirement. Steelers 14-3, 2:23 to go in the 3rd. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Welcome back, everybody. Pittsburgh Steelers with 2:22 to go in the 3rd, may be putting a lock on this game. 1st and goal at the 2. They brought in an extra tight end, Barrett Brooks. Offset eye to the right. The bus is the deep back. Turn, give it to the bus, up the middle, to the 1, maybe to the 2. He fumbled and recovered it himself. The umpire's there to say he recovered it himself. Larry Triplett got Jerome Bettis on that play.
Dave, this half, Pittsburgh 11 rushes, 47 yards, 3 passes, 21. This is how you win in the NFL. You get it, let us get up. Control the line of scrimmage. We're going to beat you to a pulp, and that's what Pittsburgh is presently doing to the Colts.
A mauling in progress, and has nothing to do with shopping. 2nd down and goal at the 1, offset eye to the right. Roethlisberger motions Kreider left, turns, gives it to Bettis, left guard, dives, he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers! It's 20-3.
Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. This Pittsburgh football team is a resourceful bunch. Last time these two teams met was the last time Pittsburgh lost. And the way Bill Cowher has turned his football team around has been absolutely amazing.
And Bill Cowher is in full chin mode right now. It is stuck out, ready, just exhorting his team on the bus with the touchdown.
Taken control.
And if you're scoring at home, if you want to cue up Mr. Willie Nelson and Mr. Don Meredith, you're well within bounds to do so.
Something to do with the lights? Turn them on? Yeah,
exactly right. 6 plays, all rushes, 30 yards and 321. Reed for the point after. Snap, placement, kick, up, and count it.
Man.
1:26 to go, and the Steelers in control. With that touchdown, Remax makes another donation to the Children's Miracle Network. Remax, nobody sells more real estate than Remax. Steelers in charge here in Indy, 21-3, 1:26 to go in the 3rd. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Don't forget, there's still time for you to make plans to spend an unforgettable week in beautiful Honolulu with the NFL All-Stars. February 12th, 2006, the best players in the NFL complete the league's annual Pro Bowl. To book your All-Star travel package, call Pleasant Holidays at 1-800-5-HAWAII. That's 1-800-5-HAWAII.
Yeah, Dave, there's 7 Colts going to the Pro Bowl. It appears they're going to be well rested when they get there.
And that may be part of the problem today, that they were too well rested, having not really played a meaningful game in more than a month. And we talked about that all week, getting ready for this game. It's been all Steelers today. 21-3. Bettis scores on a 1-yard run, capping a 6-play, 30-yard drive, all on the ground in 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Here's Reed with the kick, and dire straits right now for Indianapolis. Through the hands at Mungra. Picked up by Rhodes, coming right side from the 10, 15, 20, 25. Sticks his head in there and taken out at about the 28-yard line as we check in again with John Dockery.
You know, Dave, after Jerome Bettis launched himself into the end zone for that short touchdown, he got up and spiked the ball and then did a little incredible hook imitation. And how many years has he been doing this? I remember him at Notre Dame when he was a nimble fullback, catching the ball out of the backfield, running so well. I caught him before the game and I said, "Hey, Jerome, how long are you going to play?" And he looked at me and just smiled as though he were saying, "Hey, I'm not going to tell you, but you know what? This could be my swan song." Of course, you know, Trump, I think he's from Detroit, so...
Yeah, Detroit area.
Yeah, if they got to the Detroit area, the family was there. What a fitting way for Jerome Bettis to say goodbye to the sport, and he's been so great for so long.
I agree, although Tony Dungy's from the Detroit area, too, so we got a lot of Detroit people here.
But you got to figure that Bettis is somewhere near the end of his career. He still looks nimble. I asked him, "How are you feeling?" He said, "You know, I'm rested. I feel good. I feel quick," and he looked quick. Of course, the last few weeks, what did he do? He a couple of short yardage, didn't carry the ball that much, but got a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a specialist.
He's a specialist.
That's exactly what he is. He's a relief short yardage getter.
And he does a heck of a job.
Sure does.
You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. First and 10 for the Colts at their own 29. Down 21-3 with $1:19 to go in the third. Blitz coming from the edge. Deep drop by Manning. Has to throw short. And behind, Brian Fletcher, incomplete. Great pressure by the blitzing Joey Porter coming from Peyton Manning's left.
Yeah, Edgerrin James missed the block on Porter. And Porter was right in the face.
Talk about Porter, what he did the other day. Says, they don't want to play stand-up, straight-up football. They want to trick you.
Yeah, soft. Called him soft. Well, they played pretty soft today and gotten very little out of it, the Colts.
1:14 to go in the third, second down and 10. Colts at their own 29. Down 21-3. Manning takes a snap, looks left, throws left, out pattern. Knocked down by Polamalu. Diving attempt, he almost picked it off.
Well, look, we're spreading around a lot of compliments here. We got to give a big compliment to Dick LeBeau, defensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Colts have not tricked Pittsburgh at all with the passing game or anything. Polamalu almost makes a spectacular interception. There is no life in the passing game of the Colts today. None.
4 straight incompletions for Manning. 11 for 23, 109. They're 2 of 8 on third. Not been a good day. 3rd and 10 at the 29. Steelers with 3 down linemen bring blitz from the edge. Manning throws short to James. Tries to spin out of a tackle. Does momentarily for an extra yard. Chris Hope had him, spins him down across the 35, and that's going to be about 2 yards short of a first down, and Tony Dungy's going to send in the punt team.
They have to punt it away.
Absolutely. What are they complaining about? Come on.
Well, wait a minute. Peyton Manning is staying out there on the field, going to maybe try to trick him into a foolish defensive move here.
Let's see what happens with 40 seconds in counting left here in the third. Steelers 21-7, and it's 4th down and about 3 at the Colt 36. They're taking a long time as they get a reset here. They must have burned 15 seconds off already.
And look, there's no doubt about it. The Colts are in a desperate situation here.
And boy, you can hear the breath going out of the fans here. 4th down and 3 at the 36. Manning shotgun, steps up under center. Play clock at 8. Game clock at 8. He may let it run out. Takes a snap, drops the throw. Over the middle, caught at the 40, 45. Got the first down to midfield to Stokely. First down, Colts. Boy, did they need that.
First catch of the day.
That's the end of the third quarter, with the Steelers leading the Colts by the count of 21-3. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Once again, our Campbell's Chunky Trivia question. The Steelers have played in 43 playoff games, which is second in the all-time list. Who ranks first, Trump?
I got to be Dallas.
Dallas Cowboys, you are correct, sir. 54 playoff games.
Come on.
Yeah, you're right. Stay
Next
tuned.
week, make it harder, will you?
Stay tuned for Campbell's Chunky Trivia throughout the playoffs. Brought to you by new Campbell's Chunky Fajita Soups, hearty soups that fill you up right. Well, it's our pleasure to be with you this afternoon. Dave Sims, Bob Trumpy, and John Dockery as we start the fourth quarter. And this is the upset that nobody was talking about all week on sports talk shows around the nation.
You're right. Yeah.
21-3 Steelers over the Colts as we begin the final 15 minutes. The Colts just completed the biggest fourth down of the season. Manning with a little short crossing pattern to Stokely to keep this drive going.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, even this morning here in Indianapolis, everyone was saying, you know, the stars are not in alignment. New England gets beaten. In Denver, we like our matchup against Denver. All we got to do is roll over Pittsburgh. And we're going to the Detroit
if this
area.
Keeps up, in the immortal words of Jackie Gleason, humma, 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 humma.
Yeah, the blimp will deflate in a hurry around here.
Yeah, the whole region going to need a resuscitation. If the Colts don't get out of here.
And again, I'm telling you, because of what this team has been through emotionally, and with Tony Dungy, I think most people inside the NFL, outside the NFL, rooting for the Colts to make it to the Super Bowl. They got to pull out a miracle here in the last quarter for that to happen.
Manning's playoff record 3-5. He starts first and 10 here at his own 49. Down 21-3. Takes a snap. Bubble screen left side. Reggie Wayne. And washed away is Wayne on a nice coverage in there by James Farrier and Larry Foote.
Along with Polamalu, who builds quickly. And again, you don't see the Colts trying down the field much. And that's because of the constant pressure the Steelers defense has put on Peyton Manning.
Manning has not had a real chance to cut loose here. Second down and 9 right at midfield. 21-3 Steelers just underway, fourth quarter. Manning moves Edgerrin James from right to left. James in the backfield with Manning on a shotgun blitz. Cummins picked up. Manning steps up, throws downfield, caught at the 30. Dallas Clark running left side at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. 50 yards.
Give about 60% credit to Dallas Clark. Excellent job keeping that play alive. He gets open, makes the catch, but then he extends the play. Good pass protection that time for Manning. The deep out run by the tight end. And what shocked me is he outran 3 of the 4 defensive backs of the Steelers to the end zone.
Over pursuit by Polamalu, and then he angled right to left for the corner and got in. Here's the point after by Vanderjagt. 14:09 to go. The PAT is good. 6 plays, 72 yards, and 217. With that touchdown, Remax makes another donation to the Children's Miracle Network. Remax, nobody sells more real estate than Remax. 21-10, Steelers over the Colts in the fourth. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League. Looking for great jeans at great value? Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. Built strong, built comfortable, built right. Go to Wrangler.com to find out more. Wrangler real comfortable jeans.
Made it closer, 21-10, but consider this, Dave. 8 drives by the Colts, 1 touchdown to this point.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, Colts still need some help from Pittsburgh to get back in this game. They need a turnover of some sort, short field, something that makes it a little easier here.
You're going to see a lot of grabbing of the football right now.
Flying around.
Cortez is set. They break formation. Here comes Cortez. Puts his right foot into it. High end over end kick. Not particularly deep. Coakley takes it at about the 5. Left side 10, 15, 20, 25. Runs into the pile. Taken down at the 26-yard line by Gilbert Gardner. Return of 22 yards. Today's attendance here in Indy at the RCA Dome, 57,000. 449. Brought to you by StubHub.com. Where fans buy and sell tickets. StubHub.com and the Boomer Esiason Foundation have partnered to help kids with cystic fibrosis. Every time you buy or sell football tickets this season, StubHub will donate to BEF. So visit StubHub.com today. While the 12th man, Colts could use it now. They come the full roar. 14:03 to go, fourth quarter. Steelers 21-10. Trip to Denver for the Steelers if they win. Willie Parker, the deep back. Roethlisberger gives it to him up the middle, angling left side, breaks free, 30, 35, and taken down by Bob Sanders at about the 39-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Doss whiffed, the gain of 14.
Yeah, Mike Doss makes the tackles for a 3-yard loss. Parker, with that great speed, stopped dead in his tracks. 2 strides, and he's back up, full speed ahead. Yeah, you're right. Mike Doss was in there, ducked his head a little bit. That result was big first down pickup for the Steelers.
Willie Parker can break it in a nanosecond, too. Big time speed, 21-10. Steelers over the Colts. First and 10, Steelers at their own 39. Left to right here in the 4th. Colts run blitz. Parker finds a hole, slow him up as he crosses the 40 to about the 42-yard line. Nick Harper and Bob Sanders make the tackle for Indianapolis.
That's his 14th carry of the afternoon. We'll give him about, 3 yards on that? 56 yards on the afternoon. It's been just enough. And it's certainly necessary, leading 21-10 in the 4th quarter here.
14 points in the first. Roethlisberger to Randall L. and Miller for touchdowns. Vanderjagt a field goal in the second, made it 14-3. The bus made it 21-3 in the third. Indy finally got a touchdown. Manning to Clark for 50 yards. Second down and 7. Steelers at their own 42. Roethlisberger, toss play coming near side right. Parker cuts through the alley, as Vince Lombardi would say, and he crosses the 45-yard line. Picks up about 4. Once again, let's go downstairs to John Dockery on the sideline.
You know, Deshae Townsend is on the sideline. He was on the bench, and he has a knee contusion. It's questionable on return. Of course, he's a cornerback that's been doing such a great job on Harrison and Wayne, so we'll keep an eye on him. He's jogging on the sidelines. We'll keep an eye.
All right, Doc, thanks. Another big play. They bring in the bus for 3rd and 2 at the 47 of Indy. The bus make that Pittsburgh 5 of 8 on 3rd down. The bus the deep back. Strong formation to the right. Roethlisberger turns the bus, left guard, straight ahead, pushing. It looks like he's close. They had to get to the 49. Let's see what kind of spot they get. Gary Brackett making the tackle for Indianapolis.
Certainly runs with his eyes open, doesn't he? Always makes that nice little move or shuffle or twist or kind of turns sideways just to slip through the hole.
A little extra lean, too.
Yeah.
Jerome Bettis with a spectacular career.
Yeah,
13,662 his yardage during the course of his 13-year career.
I was going to say, if he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer for Canton, he's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer for Mr. Nice Guy, wherever that Hall of Fame is.
Calling a timeout to talk about it. 21-10. Steelers over the Colts. Bettis 9 carries for 31 yards and a touchdown.
Looks like they're going for it.
They are going for it. Oh, baby, here we go.
It looks like they're going for it here.
11:41 to go, 4th quarter. Steelers 21, Colts 10. Denver awaits the winner. They break the huddle. Steelers going left to right. 4th and inches. They got to get across midfield. Roethlisberger under center. Jumping are the Colts. They maintain that the left tackle, Marvell Smith, flinched. Dwight Freeney was over.
How big a call is this?
Oh, man.
Huge. Make no call. This is a tough one to call.
The officials are going to talk about it here.
Jeff Triplett make it Pete Morelli and his crew.
Yeah, there is no question that all the defensive linemen stood right straight up and motioned to the left guard.
Big conversation between the line judge and the umpire. The umpire is Garth DeFelice. The line judge is Jerome Bogger.
You know, these guys all weigh 350 pounds. Here's the call.
There is no foul in the play. Offense did not move. Defense did not come across and make contact.
Wait a minute. How could you
down, 4th down.
What do you mean replay the down? What is that? Make the call.
Bill Cowher can't believe it. He said he didn't maintain, didn't make contact.
You got to make a call. You can't just say no play.
Let's see if there was contact. We have the advantage of looking at the replay. It doesn't appear that there was contact. They were clearly in the zone.
Yeah.
Bill Cowher is
saying,
about 15 yards out on the field. He's saying, come on, there had to have been something.
What Bill Cowher is saying is if there's no penalty on us for moving, then you've got Colts in the neutral zone, which is an automatic first down. You cannot call no play. There is no such thing. And I think he's right.
Bill Cowher with his arms folded, talking to Ben Roethlisberger. Cowher, or if we're in Pittsburgh, Bill Carr, is about 15 yards onto the field.
And he's about to go further, because I agree with him. There is no situation where there's no play here. Come on.
He's talking to Morelli. He's got the arms folded, gesturing with the left hand.
Yeah, he's absolutely saying, if there's no flag on us, you've got a neutral zone infraction
and now
on the Colts.
Hines Ward is asking Pete Morelli and company to look at the video board. And Hines is really agitated.
Yeah, but the referee has gone back to his position.
And now Cowher has got the red flag out.
But that's not reviewable.
Exactly.
He's making a mistake here.
And Bill is really ticked off. This is better than any of the TV law shows you'll watch, I'll tell you that.
And Cowher is saying, look, this is what I want you to review. One of their guys touched our guys, and you already said we did not move. If they touch our guys, that is offsides or a neutral zone infraction. I want you to look at the tape, and I want you to make the declaration. But I do not believe that's reviewable.
Pete Morelli walking back out to midfield. Let's see if he's going to make an announcement. He's not. He's standing by. That's his story. He's sticking with it.
Yeah, and that probably ends the run of this officiating crew towards the Super Bowl.
Yep.
The league will not like this no play.
Here we go. 11:23 to go and counting. 4th and inches for the Steelers. They got to get across midfield. Roethlisberger under center. He motions Haynes. Roethlisberger pushes forward. Did he get it? Oh, I don't think he did. That was about as effective as Plummer's last night. He didn't get a good surge.
Nothing.
Raheem Brock may have made the big play on a 4th down for the Colts.
Oh, this is going to be close, and either side is going to complain.
See what kind of mark they get. This spot is critical right now. And there are the head linesman, the umpire, the back judge. Everybody's down there. We're talking centimeters are going to decide how this baby's spotted. The bus is in. Jerome Bettis is in there. The Colts are all in there. Tell you what, a science project never got this kind of review.
Howard's saying he thinks it's a first down. I don't think it's quite that definitive.
See what kind of... It's right on the ear hole of the Colt logo at midfield.
Does that help?
I don't know,
is that
but
good or bad?
I just haven't looked at it and noticed it. It's right on the ear hole. What kind of a mark?
They got it.
They did get it. First down, Pittsburgh. 11:01 to go, 4th quarter. As we look at Peyton Manning on the monitor, you might expect high anxiety, and it's written all over his face.
Yeah, look, Colts 5 weeks ago considered the best team in the NFL by far. Nobody comes close. Look at the situation they're in right now, 21-10.
Exactly right. And everybody, you couldn't find anybody, or very few people in the country that was picking Pittsburgh today.
Absolutely.
1st and 10, Steelers at the 49-yard line of the Colts. Roethlisberger under center. Back to throw. Got time. Throwing over the middle, and one hopped it incomplete to Hines Ward. As we go downstairs again to John Dockery.
You know what I was about to say, Dave? You know, up until that moment when Roethlisberger threw that ball, he hadn't thrown the ball for about the last, 5 or 6 minutes. It's all been running by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, they want to take time off the clock, but, he did hurt his hand a little bit, and he was trying to flex his wrist before. That wasn't the greatest throw, so hard to say whether Ben is fully functional as a passing quarterback.
Yeah, and, to remind you guys, he had trouble with his thumb earlier, not his wrist.
2nd down and 10 Steelers at the Colt 49, leading 21-10, 10:37 to go in the 4th. Trip against Denver coming up next week. Straight up the gut. The bus breaks it at the 45. He's got close to first down yardage to the 41-yard line. Alan Faneca, he's a Hall of Famer in the making. Headed to his 5th consecutive Pro Bowl, opens up the way, and the bus goes through and down to the 41-yard line, about a yard short of a first down. The non-offsides call certainly was a nutty play. A reminder that you can vote for the Blue Diamond Nuttiest Play of the Year beginning on Monday morning. Just log on to BlueDiamondFootballNut.com for more details. Brought to you by Irresistible Blue Diamond Almonds. Have you had your can a week? 21-10, 9:58 to go in the 4th. 3rd down and 1, Pittsburgh. The bus is the deep back in an I formation behind Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger steps left, gives to the bus, running left. He didn't get it. maybe lost a yard. At best, get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the defense was across the line of scrimmage.
Corey Simon, Brackett. Nice job in there.
Also, the safeties were up there. Sanders along with Doss. Again, another 4th down situation here. It's going to be measured, and I think if Bill Cowher would have his choice, hey, let's rub it in. Let's try for it on 4th down here. We lead by 11 points. We can put this baby in the bag with a couple more first downs.
Pittsburgh wins. Pittsburgh goes to Denver next week. AFC Championship game. Indy were to miraculously come back. They would host against Denver next week. Bettis, 11 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown. And he's short. How much is he short, Byron?
About a yard. Just under 3 feet. I mean, you got one of the best short yardage backs in the history of the game in your backfield, number 36.
Bill Cowher making the decision. Roethlisberger coming back. Roethlisberger checking the numbers on his left wrist. Coming back in. They brought the big boys in. Both tight ends. Veron Hayes is in, and here we go. 4th down and a short yard. 21-10 Steelers over the Colts with 9:30 to go in the 4th.
9th play of the drive here for Pittsburgh. 9th play.
The bus is the deep back. Bettis, the deep back, offset eye to the left. Roethlisberger under center. Hayes motions to the right. Roethlisberger to the bus, straight up the gut. Second surge. I don't think he got it. It's going to be close, though. Cato June is in there. Mike Dawson, Gary Brackett.
And this game is a game of inches, isn't it? Woo! I'm telling you, they are struggling for millimeters.
Humongous measurement coming up here. Boy, it's close one way or the other.
What have we had? 4 measurements in the last 6 plays or something like that?
We're atop the 15-yard line behind the Colt bench. As we look a little bit to our left, this is going to be seriously close.
I don't think he made it. That's a guarantee he did.
Chain gang coming in from the near side. Out between the hashes. They stretch the chain. He got it. First down, Pittsburgh.
Well, by half a football. By half a football.
9:12 to go, and you can see the Steelers just wrenching it a little bit tighter.
Yeah, and this is agonizing for the Colts fans and the players on the sideline. The offense wants to do something, and Cowher doesn't mind making it a first down by 2-3 inches. So what?
Last time these clubs got together, it was all Colts. It's been all Pittsburgh today in the money game with a chance to go to the AFC title game. Clock runs with 8:57 to go in the 4th. 21-10 Steelers over the heavily favored Colts. 1st and 10 at the 40 with Bettis in. 10th play of this drive. Offset eye to the right. Now they motion Miller, the tight end. The bus gets the carry straight up the gut. Takes a lick from Nick Harper, but Bettis falls forward, gain of about 2.
You know, I got a feeling, too, that Jerome Bettis is in there. He is not as fast as Willie Parker, but he is much better at carrying the ball. Parker against Cincinnati in a regular season game, even though he's got that great speed, put the ball on the ground twice. Bill Cowher set him down for the game. Jerome Bettis is not going to fumble. This half, Pittsburgh, 21 rushes, 5 passes. That's control.
Clock runs, 8:09 to go. 4th period, Steelers by 11. Bettis, offset eye, behind Prater, to the right. 2nd down and 8. Roethlisberger under center. Gives it to the bus. Starts left, goes right, pushes forward for about another 2 yards. And he's helped up by Max Starks. Tackle in the play by Corey Simon and David Thornton. Clock runs at 7:43.
You know, another small point, too. Roethlisberger, even though just his 2nd season, managing the 25-second clock beautifully. The Steelers are not snapping that ball until there's 2 or 3 seconds left on the 25-second clock. Again, something you expect of a veteran, not of a second-year player.
Clock runs at 7:23. Play clock at 10. 3rd down and 5 at the 35. Bettis has carried the last 4 rushes. He's the lone setback. Make that Willie Parker's in now. Toss play coming near side. Parker caught in the backfield at the 39-yard line by Raheem Brock.
Read it perfectly, the defense did. Followed the lead blocker right there to knock it away. Let's see.
Clock's inside 7, Trump.
37-17. This is too far, I think, for a field goal attempt.
44 is his long.
Yeah.
Jeff Reed we speak of.
And I think you punt it and try to pin him back.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Gardaki's done a terrific job on the season. He's got 22 times he's pinned it inside the 20. And they're letting his play clock run down to 8. Game clock at 6:35. Steelers by 11. 61 plays for the Steelers, just 44 for Indianapolis.
Man.
Woo! Clock at 6:25. And they'll gladly take the delay of game. They just killed another 25 seconds.
Playing this very smart.
And now the clock is running. They just stopped it. They just lost 2 seconds. 2 to 3 seconds. Let's see if they make a readjust. And now, conversation.
Hey, Dave, I see Ben Roethlisberger warming up on the sideline, and he's struggling a little bit. There is something wrong with his wrist. They were not.
A 5-yard penalty for the delay game. Please set the game clock to 6:24.
You know, he's already had that broken thumb, and he's got a cast on it, but he's struggling with his wrist or his first finger, something. It's not his thumb. So I don't know what John Dockery's already checked on it. He does have something wrong. Can't tell how bad it might be.
Gardaki's already put one, I think one for sure, maybe 2 inside the 10 today. Gardaki's standing at his own 43 to our left. Roethlisberger, 14 of 23, 197, 2 touch and a pick. This half, 2 for 4 for 25 yards. Gardaki gets the snap, quickly gets it up in the air, straight down the middle, and a yard deep in the end zone for the touchback. There's a break in the action brought to you by AIG. For 85 years, we've helped secure families' futures. AIG Insurance Loans Retirement. Steelers 21-10 over the Colts in the 4th. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. It's been all Pittsburgh today. 21-10 over the Colts. 6:03 to go. Here in the 4th, Manning and company in a hole. They start at their own 20 after the touchback. They go right to left here in the 4th. Shotgun for Manning. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Takes a snap, drops the throw. Not too much pressure. Happy feet throwing deep down the middle. Got a command near Reggie Wayne at the 40. Reggie to the 44-yard line. Reggie Wayne, first down from Manning. And they're going to have to play some giddy-up, hurry-up football here.
You got that right.
24 yards on the pickup.
Good pass protection that time for Manning. Was able to step forward, wait for the deep route to open. Makes a nice completion. 1st and 10,
Colts 44. Manning in a shotgun. He's got 2 receivers left and Harrison right. Takes the snap. Drops. Throws over the middle. Polamalu intercepted. Picks it up. Falls on it. And he'll sit right there at the 48-yard line. Troy Polamalu with the INT. Pittsburgh football. Trying to feed it to Harrison.
The ball was intended for Fletcher. He waited on it. Polamalu cut in front of him and comes up with the interception. Man, that kid is all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. Just takes the wind and the life out of this crowd in the Indianapolis Colts.
5:26 to go in the 4th. 21-10. Steelers over the Colts. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Back here at the RCA Dome, how about the Pittsburgh Steelers, everybody? They lead at 21-10. 5:26 to go in the 4th. Troy Polamalu with the pick sets up Pittsburgh at midfield at its own 48-yard line, and there is a stream all around this RCA Dome. The immortal words of our compadre Harry Callis, they're out of here.
Yeah, you know, Dave, we give the score 21-10. Steelers lead the Colts. It's worse than that. It is almost a complete and total domination by Pittsburgh. I think the officials are coming to the sideline. They want to challenge whether or not Polamalu...
he had it all the way.
Yeah, but the ball did come loose. He knocked it out of his own possession with his knee. It's a desperation move on the part of Tony Dungy. Don't blame him.
Not at all.
You know, maybe somebody upstairs sees it a little differently, but Fletcher waited for it. Polamalu took advantage of it. Certainly appears that he catches it and then he knocks it out of his hands with his knee as he's trying to get up.
This Close Shave Instant Replay Review brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream and Gel. For a close shave, better buy Barbasol.
Look, I did not think that this would be an easy win for the Colts.
By no stretch of the imagination.
But I could, in my mind, I could not in any way stretch of the imagination come up with a dominating performance by the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Colts. And that's what we've had here.
Tell you what, they have been fabulous all day. first possession, 10 plays, 84 yards. Roethlisberger goes 6 of 7 for 76 of those yards and 535. 7-0 at the 9:25 mark. At the 3:12 mark, Roethlisberger to Miller, 6 yards, ends a 7-play, 72-yard drive. 14-0. Colts don't get on the board until midway in the second quarter, a 20-yard Vanderjagt field goal, and we thought that Tony Dungy might go for the touchdown at that point, but he put the points up on the board, 14-3. That's where it was at halftime. Steelers get a touchdown in the third. Bettis a 1-yard run, a 6-play, 30-yard drive, all on the ground. Randall L's 20-yard punt return set it up. And then Indy got a touchdown as Dallas Clark outran the secondary, a 50-yard connection from Manning to make it 21-10, a 6-play, 72-yard drive with taking 2:17 off the clock. There's plenty of action still to come here, but there's a break in the action right now brought to you by AIG. For 85 years, we've helped secure families' futures. AIG, insurance, loans, retirement. 21-10, Steelers over the Colts in the fourth. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Well, the first meeting of the playoffs in Indianapolis between these two clubs, the Steelers and the Colts, not what we expected.
After reviewing the play, the defender caught the ball, lost it prior to getting his knee off the ground. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass.
Whoa!
It'll be second down.
Whoa!
And 10 on the 44. Indianapolis will not be sorry.
Boy, I tell you what.
You got to be kidding me. Both feet were on the ground.
Oh, my goodness.
Both feet were on the ground.
Wow, I thought that was a clean pick. Come on.
And as he rolls over.
Oh, that's an INT.
Gee whiz.
Oh, you talk about getting a break. Wow, now can Manning and company do something with it? 5:26 to go in the fourth. Even the fans here are stunned. They can't believe it.
You know, they are assuming that he lost control of the ball, and you can't see that he lost. That's bad.
Woo.
That's just flat bad.
Well, here we go. 2nd and 10, Colts at their own 44. New life, 5:26 to go in regulation. Down 11, Manning shotgun. Steps up, identifies where Polamalu is. Play clock at 7. 5-4 on the play clock. Takes the snap away at 2. Manning blitz, steps up, throws right side. Dallas Clark makes the catch in front of Polamalu. Picks up about 9, far side in Steeler territory at the 48-yard line. And then Clark says something to Polamalu.
Yeah, Polamalu almost made that interception. Come on.
5:08 to go in regulation. Colts desperate, down 11. 3rd down and 1 at the 47 of Pittsburgh. Manning takes his snap. Stands, throws over the middle. Harrison Cross, 45-30. To the inside the 30, to the 26-yard line, 1st down. Tyrone Carter makes the tackle. Gain of 21. They keep him going with the no-huddle. 21-10 with 4:44 and counting. 3 times out remaining for the Colts. Manning has him up to the line of scrimmage at the left hash. 1st and 10 at the 27. Down 11 points here in the fourth. Takes the snap. Pumps. Throws left side. Man there. Reggie Wayne makes the catch inside the 5. 1st and goal for the Indianapolis Colts. Clock stops with 4:29 to go.
What an accurate throw there by Peyton Manning. 25 yards. He has to throw it over the corner, outside the safety. Reggie Wayne makes a spectacular catch to make it 1st and goal for the Colts.
Throw it in between Carter and McFadden. Up to the line of scrimmage, 1st and goal at the 3. Adrian James, the deep back. They work from the left hash. Manning changing things up. Clock at 4:29. They'll start on the snap. Down 11. Manning under center. Turns, gives to Ed. Straight up the gut. Stopped. Keeps pushing. He is in. Touchdown Colts.
Now how big is that call by the officials?
Oh, my goodness. James Farrier had him. Couldn't hold him. 21-16 Steelers. 4:24 to go.
Very impressive by the Colts. I'm not sure they should have been allowed that drive. I think Polamalu came up with the interception, and it looked like Pittsburgh defensively thought the same thing, you know? And they got their offense on the field here. They're going for 2.
21-16 going for the deuce. The Colts 0 for 1 on the season. Steelers have not allowed a 2-point conversion. Mungro and James in the backfield. Shotgun for Manning. Asks the crowd to be quiet. Steeler fans, make noise. Long count. And all kinds of movement. Boy, they were bringing a full package, too. Did you see that, Trump?
Yeah, they sure were.
False start, number 71, offense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat try.
Ryan Deem, still go for it here?
Absolutely, and I do think that moving back actually helps this
gives you more
offense.
operating
Yeah, sure.
room. You're right.
On the two-point conversion.
If they get it, they'll only be down a field goal with 4:24 to go.
Oh, man.
That call by taking away to Polamalu INT.
That's
If
ridiculous.
they come back and win this game, will be one of the most controversial calls we've ever seen.
Yeah, like the tuck rule. New England
Same neighborhood.
Raiders, yeah.
Same neighborhood.
What are they talking about?
Here we go for the two-point conversion. Manning's going to work out of a shotgun. Stokely and Harrison right. Tight end right is Clark. James in the backfield with Wayne wide left. Long count. Manning gesturing like crazy. Takes the snap, drops the throw, looks left, throws left, man there, caught! It's good for two! Reggie Wayne got it, it's 21-18!
Boy, Buck, got both feet down. Beautifully done. Absolutely beautifully done. And Dave, I think Pittsburgh is in shock.
No question. With that touchdown, Remax makes another donation to the Children's Miracle Network. Remax, nobody sells more real estate than Remax. Who would have thunk it? We got a game with 4:24 to go in the fourth. Steelers 21, Colts 18. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Steelers had a 21-3. This game looked like it had the lock put on it, and the combination was lost. It's now 21-18, 4:24 to go in the fourth. Here's Cortez with the kick for Indianapolis, right to left, here in the fourth. Gets into it, drills it. Down to Taylor at the 1-yard line, running left side, 10-15, at the 20, swarmed under. At the 18-yard line. And the Colts are fired up, a return of 17 yards.
Yeah, seldom have I ever seen a play so turn the emotion of not only both teams, both coaching staffs, the fans, everything. Is that
the key play in the playoffs.
Sure.
Polamalu's INT taken off the board. Now, here come the Colt fans.
Yeah, not only was it taken off the board, but it was a desperation review flag thrown by Tony Dungy. I don't think he thought he would get anything, and he did.
We talked about how Roethlisberger's been having difficulty throwing the ball. Jerome Bettis in the I formation, 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Roethlisberger under center. Play fake, looks to throw right side, and he's got a catch. Penalty flag on the play, as well as Cedric Wilson makes the catch in front of Nick Harper. Gain of about 9, coming to the near side right.
Play action fake. Well done by Roethlisberger. Turns around and just fires that thing down low. Wilson makes the catch. I think they'll take the catch rather than the interference.
Pass interference, number 25 defense, automatic first down.
Of course you take the penalty.
No question about
automatic first down. What's wrong with me?
Voice of Pete Morelli. 4:15 to go, fourth quarter. 21-18. Steelers had this one locked up. But now they need to get a score on the board and kill all of this clock. 1st and 10 at their own 28. They go left to right here in the fourth. Roethlisberger, left side, hands to the bus for a couple. Mike Doss came up with help from Raheem Brock.
The
Gain
Colts
on that play of a couple.
Colts still have all 3 of their timeouts left. They got to be very conscious. Use them now to leave something for your offense.
Under 4 with 3:56 in counting. 3-point Steeler lead. 2nd down and 8. Steelers at the 30-yard line, their own 30. Colt fans, majority of them wearing blue, waving white towels. The Steeler fans waving the terrible towels, all in gold. Here we go. 2nd down and 8. Roethlisberger from his 30. Motions Kreider in the backfield. Takes the snap on the draw to the bus. Left side, Bettis for a couple. Taken down by Corey Simon. Clock runs at 3:25 to go. And don't forget, Vanderjagt is the most accurate kicker in NFL history at 87.5% with a career long of 54 yards.
Yeah, but also remember that Gardocki the Steelers punter, never had a punt block, too.
And Gardocki has been killing the ball all day today. Pocket 3:03 to go.
It's third down. Do you throw it here? Do you take a chance? Come on,
boy,
Coach.
I'll take a big set right here. Third down and 6. Steelers at their own 32, up 21-18. Base personnel for Indianapolis. Roethlisberger under center. The bus is the deep back. Drops the throw. Roethlisberger throwing deep middle. Dropped by Hines Ward at the 48-yard line. Harper knocked it away. Clock stopped with 2:42 to go in the fourth.
The Colts are going to have another chance. Absolutely amazing. 3 timeouts, 2:42 to go. Trailing by 3, the dream stays alive.
Gardocki will look to absolutely nuke one. He had a long of 65 for the season. He's standing to our left at a 17-yard line at the far hash. Deep to receive at the 23 far hash is Troy Walters. 4 punts, averaging 42.5. Gardocki gets the snap, gets into it. High hanger, sailing back. It moves Walters back at the 18, drops the ball, picks it up coming near side, and swarmed under beautiful coverage by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Down to get it is Brett Kiesel. And it's all the way back to the 18-yard line, a punt of 50 yards by Chris Gardocki.
All right, here's the situation. Colts, last 2 times they've had the ball, 12 plays, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, consumed 3 minutes and 56 seconds. The people here are on their feet.
And you can hear everybody quiet down. Fans are telling each other with the arms to hold it down. 2:32 to go, fourth quarter. 21-18 Steelers. Colts with the ball at their own 18, right to left on the far right hash mark. Manning will drop into a shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Marvin Harrison's wide right. Dallas Clark and Edgerrin James in the backfield with Manning. Lifts his foot up, gets the snap, drops the throw. Blitz, Polamalu coming in. Polamalu, and he throws it right side. Complete to Edgerrin James for about a 2-yard gain. What a play by Manning as Polamalu came in from Manning's right with Von Oelhoffen coming from the other side.
Took a chance. Got very lucky to get that ball to Edgerrin James, but again, had no chance to look way down the field.
That looked like Brett Favre a couple of weeks ago when we were up in Green Bay.
You're absolutely right.
Second down and 8 at the 20. Clock with 2:04 to go. 3, 2, 1, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Brought to you by LiftMaster from Chamberlain, the world's #1 professionally installed garage door opener, making access easier. Fasten your seatbelts. 21-18 Steelers over the Colts in the fourth. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Well, this is what we always ask for. Take it down to the nubs. 2 minutes to go. Trip to the AFC title on the line. Steelers by 3, 21-18.
And Dave, until that bogus non-interception call, this game wasn't even close.
Manning
and
20.
Suddenly, Colts right back in it.
Oh, here we go. A big second down and 8 at the 20 for Manning. They go right to left here in the fourth. Down by 3, 2 minutes to go. Shotgun for Manning. 2 receivers to the left, 1 right. 3 down linemen for Pittsburgh. Looks like they're going to drop everybody else. No, they bring 6. Manning back to throw, and down he goes. He's taken down from behind by Joey Porter with the sack. And Porter on Wednesday was the one that said how soft Indianapolis was.
And again, they outnumbered him. Porter started on the inside, circled around to the near side, around the tackle, had the speed to get to the quarterback before he could do anything about it. That's the 4th time he's been sacked on the afternoon.
1:37 to go. 3rd down and 16 at the 12. Manning takes his snap. Blitz coming again. Manning throws. Deep middle. He's got a man down there. Stokely incomplete as he ran down the hash marks on the near side at the 45-yard line. Incomplete. Stopping the clock with a $1:27 to go. And here is your season.
Yeah, Ike Taylor, stride for stride with Brandon Stokely. That's speed with speed. Good protection, but it looked like the Pittsburgh Steelers were expecting it. So now it's 4th down and 16 for your dream or your nightmare, depending on who you are and where you live.
From the 12, 4th and 16, ball game right here, 1:27 to go. Manning directing traffic under center for the moment. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Backs up into a shotgun. Steelers with 5. Here comes Polamalu up the middle. Backside. Manning's down. Ball game over. He's sacked back at the second line, at the 2nd yard line, the 2-yard line, as Joey Porter gets him again.
Again, they outnumbered him. Palomalo at the line of scrimmage. He gets blocked. Porter comes unblocked. 5 sacks on the afternoon by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the dream, the hope for the Indianapolis Colts over this year. That 13-0 means
nada.
0.
You couldn't find anybody that thought that was not wearing a Steeler garb, that thought the Steelers were going to win the game.
Yeah.
They come in, dominate, they overcome that call on the Palomalo pick. And now with 1:20 to go, Pittsburgh Steelers are going west.
You know, actually, I'm not sure you could find anybody not named Cowher or Rooney who believes that the Steelers had a chance coming in here. But they started well, up 14-0. And frankly, Colts never recovered from that.
Ball's at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger and company break the huddle. The bus. And Kreider offset eye to the right. Bus the deep back. Bus gets the carry. Bettis looking, spinning. Fumble loose. Harper's got it. He's running 10, 15. One man to beat at the 24 side, 30. He's wig-wagging. He's going up the middle. And Roethlisberger trips him up at the 40-yard line with 1:09 to go. Are you kidding? Wow.
Jerome Bettis is in there because he does not fumble. Resuscitation for the Indianapolis Colts, and the people in their stands cannot believe it.
Oh, my goodness.
That ball bounced up perfectly to Harper. He catches it in stride, and the Colts have another opportunity.
3 times out remaining. 1:09 to go. Colts down 3. Unbelievable. Gary Brackett caused it.
He hit Jerome Bettis, knocked it right out of his hands.
I had almost packed up ship here.
Well, so did everybody else.
With due justification. And a lot of the writers are en route on the elevator have no idea what just happened.
Boy, whoever put 2 points on this football, they were a genius, weren't they?
1st and 10, Colts at their own 42. New life. They can stop it 3 times. A buck, 1:09 to go. 2 receivers left, 1 right. 35 yards on that return. Manning takes a snap. They blitz again. He steps up. He throws, and he's got Wayne on the cross at the 40, at the 35. First down, Indianapolis. They place the ball at the 36-yard line.
Again, the Steelers blitzed, but this time it was picked up. Palomalo tried to get there. That's a 22-yard gain, and there is still life for the Colts.
48 seconds ago. Manning up under center, directing traffic. Adrian James in there, lined up behind the left tackle. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Manning takes the snap. Pick up the blitz. Throwing over the middle. It's Harrison. He makes the catch inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Clock runs with 32 seconds to go. And a timeout called.
Let's see, 28-17 is 45 for Vanderjagt.
Wow.
He can make it, but it's taking a chance.
Timeout with 31 seconds to go. The Steelers 21, the Colts 18. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Who is the screenwriter here? 2nd down and 2. Colts at the 28 of Pittsburgh. 31 seconds to go. Steelers 21-18. Manning in a shotgun. They show blitz again. Porter has been rampaging, coming in from Manning's left. He's got 2 blockers in the backfield with him. Here comes the blitz. Manning pump, throwing, deep sideline, left side. Wayne's there, and it's broken up. Broken up by Bryant McFadden with brilliant coverage. A fine route run by Wayne on a great throw by Manning. Clock stops with 25 seconds to go.
You know, Reggie Wayne almost made that catch, but you're right. Excellent coverage by Pittsburgh. Good pass protection for Manning to give them yet another opportunity here.
He almost makes that catch.
He sure did.
Had his hands on it 3 times as he fell down.
3rd down there.
3rd down and 2. 28-yard line. They're 3 of 11 on 3rd down. At the Pittsburgh 28 with 25 seconds to go. Steelers by 3. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Manning in a shotgun with help back there. Blitz coming. They pick it up. Manning throws left side. Man there. Diving attempt. No good. Interception try by Bryant McFadden as Manning threw it short and Reggie Wayne was running a streak. And now here comes Mike Vanderjagt. For his career, a 54-yarder is his longest. This is going to be marked 48 yards. Left hash. Looks like that's where he's going to put it down. Let's see. Has not missed the kick at home. It's going to be a 46-yard attempt left hash. Hunter Smith, the holder. Justin Snow, the snapper. And no surprise, Pittsburgh calls a timeout.
I'm exhausted.
A chance to catch your breath.
Man, a minute and 45 seconds ago, this game was over in favor of Pittsburgh. Now we got a tie coming up and a possibility of overtime.
Trump, I'm looking down at people, and they've got the old Fred Sanford hands over the heart. Oh, my God.
This is the big one. I like Sanford. I said, I know what you're talking about.
Ooh, hands over the heart.
This whole game changed on the call, the bogus call that it was not an interception by Palomalu, and gives the Colts the ball back. They score on that drive, and then, oh my goodness, what is left?
John Decker, you got any oxygen down there? Because we're running low.
Oh, here it is. Here's the kick. I was going to give you some information on that call, but I'm going to wait till after the kick. You guys got it back.
From the 46-yard attempt, left hash, Vanderjagt, snap placement, kick is up. It looks wide right, and it is! It's wide right, he didn't hit it well. And Vanderjagt slams his helmet down on the ground with 17 seconds ago. That one never had a chance. He pushed it wide right, and the bus is off the hook. He fumbled to set up that opportunity. Big hug, Cowher and Jerome Bettis. Vanderjagt cannot believe he missed it. Well within his range, it never had a chance.
Again, the NFL's most accurate kicker, Vanderjagt, is consoled by Tony Dungy's now oldest son on the sideline.
Oh, he pushed that a mile wide right. That never had a chance.
Yep, had first field goal he's missed here in this building this season.
Oh, the anguish as we look at the replay and Tony Dungy's face. You hate to see that. While we're happy for Bill Cowher, boy, really, you hate to see it end A and B end like that for Tony Dungy. Congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They were written off coming into this game.
Are you sure you want to declare an end to this
fiasco? I did it way back in the middle of the third. I got to get it right at some point. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Vanderjagt, who took his helmet and with both hands he slammed that baby down hard.
Yeah,
his face is so red right now. It's a shame.
Yeah, that's the Lyle Alzado rule, taking your helmet off and doing anything with it. Yeah, you know why? No one wanted it on their shoulders because this was a season for Tony Dungy. Now it's going to be on Vanderjagt.
We sure will. 2 times out remaining for the Colts. 17 seconds ago, Roethlisberger takes a knee. Steeler fans, you're going to hear them now. The terrible towels are being waved, the gold ones, by the black-clad Steeler fans here in attendance. A SRO crowd of 57,449. Colts call a timeout with 11 seconds to go, and time for the drive of the game. Brought to you by Kia Motors, who invite you to experience Kia's full line of 9 quality cars, SUVs, and minivans. Kia, the power to surprise. First drive. A statement by the Steelers. They go 10 plays, 84 yards, and 535. Roethlisberger, 6 of 7 for 76 of those yards, and a 6-yard pass to Randall L. for the score.
No question. That set the tone for the rest of the game. The Colts almost but never really recovered from that opening drive.
Peyton Manning's playoff record's going to drop to 3-6. He's got all the records. The only thing he doesn't have is a Super Bowl, and he's not getting one this year. Here's the second down at 11. Roethlisberger takes a knee on the right knee, and with the clock never started. So there's probably should be about 8, 9 seconds on the clock.
No, Colts took their last timeout.
And that's the last timeout called. And time for a Rolaids moment where you got a bushel full to pick from. Where do you want to make it? Vanderjagt's missed kick?
It has to be, not just for the game, but for the season and for the fairy tale end of the story. Yeah, it's got to be Vanderjagt's miss.
From 46, wide right, it never had a chance.
Yeah, wide right is an understatement.
Yeah.
Wide way right.
That's today's Rolaids moment, brought to you by Extra Strength Rolaids Soft Chews. They're chewy, not chalky, with the taste and texture antacid users prefer.
This is a one time in my career I will offer sympathy to a kicker. I would not want to be Mike Vanderjagt.
There's the final snap, and that's going to do it. The Pittsburgh Steelers win it. 21-18 over the Colts, a major upset. And they're going to Denver for the AFC Championship game next week.
Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. No way in the world I thought Pittsburgh could come in here and dominate like this. Two old friends used to coach together on Marty Schottenheimer's staff in Kansas City. Bill Cowher.
And you made a good point, too. The bus is off the hook. That could have been his last carry.
That fumble?
That fumble when they were going in to just put the ice on it. And Harper picks it up and takes it the other way and gave Indianapolis the last chance. But Vanderjagt missed from 46 left hash, pushed it way wide right from 46 yards out. Never had a chance, and Pittsburgh wins the game, and they're going to the AFC Championship game. Wow.
I'm telling you, everybody in this building, no matter who you root for, is physically and emotionally exhausted over the last 6 minutes of that fourth quarter. Wonderful
The
football.
Polamalu overturn would have been infamy, would have been all over it. Let's go downstairs to John Dockery.
Thank you, Dave. I'm with James Harrier, linebacker for the Steelers. Can you describe this game, the emotions of the game?
That was a very emotional game. We knew coming into it, it was going to be tough. It was going to be a dog fight throughout, and we took a lead early, and we thought we had it wrapped up at the end, but, you know, things happen. That's a part of football. We had to go out there and finish it at the end.
What was your idea against your defensive game plan against Peyton Manning? You seemed to have his number, especially in the first half.
Well, we wanted to try to show him a lot of different looks and try to throw him off, try not to give him an easy read when he first come and look at our defense. We tried to change it up a little bit and switch things around, and I think it worked for the most part.
It certainly did work. What was Coach saying to you all week long? A lot of people said you're the underdogs, you can't play here and beat Indianapolis in the RCA Dome.
We didn't care about that. I mean, we knew we were underdogs going into it. Everybody had Indianapolis picked to win the game, and we know the type of guys that we have in our locker room, and, you know, we didn't care what everybody else said. We really thought we could win this game. We played our best.
Denver next up. What do you think?
Another tough game on the road. I mean, we're going to have an even better effort than we did today. So, I mean, it's going to be tough from here on out.
You proved you can win on the road in Cincinnati, here in India, now on to Denver. James Ferrier, thank you very much.
All right.
Congratulations. Back to you, Dave.
All right, thank you, Doc, and thank you, James. The 6-seeded Pittsburgh Steelers going to play the 2-seed Denver Broncos for the AFC title next week. That's the end of the game with a final score: the Steelers 21, the Colts 18. Back with the Mitsubishi postgame show in a moment. You're listening to coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Welcome to the Mitsubishi NFL Playoffs postgame report. Brought to you by the all-new Mitsubishi Raider. A football kind of pickup. Mitsubishi, driven to thrill.
Back here at the RCA Dome, Dave Sims with Bob Trumpy and John Dockery. What a game. We're wrung out. You probably are too. 21-18 Steelers over the Colts. Steelers go to the AFC Championship game next week against Denver. Time now for our Wrangler 5-star performance of the game. Trump, who do you give it to?
That's got to be Polamalu. He's all over the place, and I still think he made the interception that should not have put the game in jeopardy at the end. There on the blitz, there on the coverage, also comes up with an interception early. I give it to Troy Polamalu.
That's our 5-star performance of the game. Brought to you by Wrangler 5-star Premium Denim Jeans. Built strong, built comfortable, built right. Go to Wrangler.com to find out more. Wrangler Real Comfortable Jeans. Time now for our Remax Outstanding Play of the game.
There's several.
Yeah.
It's not Vanderjagt. We know that. Gee whiz. You got one that comes to mind, the outstanding play of the game?
Roethlisberger, I guess, his first two drives, his first half, I thought was
that kind of set the tone. I'll give you that. He was 6 or 7 on the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's give it to him.
Give it to Ben Roethlisberger. Outstanding play of the game. That's Remax's. My pleasure. Outstanding play of the game. Brought to you by Remax. Outstanding agents. Outstanding results. So final thoughts here, Trump, as we look at a Steeler-Denver matchup in the AFC Championship game.
I could not have predicted that a 21-18 game would be so one-sided for the Steelers until the last 3 minutes of the game when the Colts almost got back in it.
Pleasure as always, my friend. Good to see you.
Me too. Love working with you.
Same here. Final score, Pittsburgh 21-18 over Indianapolis. You've been listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Today's broadcast has been sponsored by Mitsubishi, by Milwaukee Electric Tool, by LiftMaster Garage Door Openers by Chamberlain, by GMC Trucks, by Blue Diamond Almonds, by Comtrex, by Southwest Airlines, by Barbasol Shaving Cream and Gel, by Remax, by Motorola, by OnStar, by GM. Score by Score Power from Equifax, by StubHub.com, by Campbell's Chunky Microwavable Bowls, by Kia Motors, by Interstate Batteries, and by NFL.com. I'd like to thank our crew for their work this afternoon. They're as exhausted as we are. Studio coordinator Aaron Cummins. Production assistance provided by Kevin Messenger and Mark Oxenrider. Spotter Jim Stamos. Our statistician Mark Siegel. Engineer Mel Check. Mike Eby was our producer today, and the coordinating producer is Howard Deneroff. The executive producer of Westwood One is Chris Castleberry. Stay tuned, everybody, for Game 2 of our NFL Divisional Playoff doubleheader here on Westwood One. Up next, it's the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Joel Myers, Jack Ham, and Alan Pinkett are standing by in Chicago to bring you all the action. Once again, our final score from the RCA Dome in an upset. The Pittsburgh Steelers 21, the Indianapolis Colts 18. The 6 seed KOs the 1 seed. Now for Bob Trumpy, John Dockery, and Tommy Tag, I'm Dave Sims. Thanks for joining us, everybody. You've been listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.